round one, fight!
Jacob, who's turning 40 today. This is only random birthday stuff that I could find around my house in short notice. So I don't know. Maybe Malcolm. I don't know. But and A Bug's Life is the only birthday hat I could find. So, but welcome. We got two birthdays in the house. We're going to be doing Malcolm's birthday episode tomorrow, but it is technically both Jacob and Malcolm's birthday. So this is Jacob's birthday episode. It's number 125 of Tournament Fights. It's Jacob's favorite movies from every year of his life, or just movies that he likes. So yeah. But I'm your host, Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we'll go ahead and we'll bring in our panel for tonight. We'll just start with the man of the hour. We'll start with Jacob. How's it going?
Hey, it's going good. Thank you for letting me do this. Yeah, just to kind of clarify real quick, these aren't my favorite movies of every year that I've been alive, but these are movies that I really love or enjoy or just want to champion from every year from 1990 up until 2022. I don't know if I have a favorite from this year yet, so that's why it's not included.
Yeah, the year's only not even half over, so you got time to think about that. But I'll bring in my usual co-host, Austin Pez Howell. How's it going?
So are those Bugs Life hats available now, or is that from 25 years ago that you still have somehow?
Yeah, that's from 25 years ago, because my parents have saved one hat from every single birthday we've ever had. So I have like a Ninja Turtles one floating around somewhere. I had a Lion King one for yours from 93, and then this one.
Interesting.
So,
all right. I didn't know if I could go to a Party City and buy a Bugs Life hat now.
No, that is for the memories that my parents just keep them around. Yeah, but yeah, welcome. We also have joining us Richie Goodacre. How's it going?
What's up? I want a Bugs Life hat. Well, give me a Bugs Life hat.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Go back in time and you can get one.
Good to be here.
Yeah, and then we also have Malcolm Lay. How's it going, Malcolm?
Hello. But yeah, I'm close to turning 40, just 2 years off though.
All right, cool. Yeah, that's like literally the only birthday thing I could find. Well, I had a 51, but that was a little more off. but yeah, happy birthday to both Jacob and Malcolm. Technically, Malcolm is in the future, so his birthday was like kind of yesterday, but
also
it's today for us.
Somebody else who we've had on some of our Tyrion Tournament Fights, Paige for Brady's birthday today as well.
Yeah.
So,
oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, a lot of people in our community's birthday today. It's crazy. Everybody's born on April 11th.
Yeah, and then
Good day.
we should have JPO joining us in a minute. And also, I want to make a little point of order really quick. I've been neglecting to do this for a very long time. We did another drawing for our 200 subscriber giveaway, and we put all of our subscribers into the randomizer. I did that, and we have a new winner, and it's actually one of our frequent guests from the show, Zadius Smith, was the winner. So he will win the Dawn of the Dead 4K box set. I already contacted him to make sure he had 4K capabilities. So he'll be on the show tomorrow, so he can talk about it then. But yeah, we'll be sending that to you, Zadius. So
Zadius, I've got your address, and I will be sending that out this week. So yeah, hopefully you'll get it very, very soon.
Nice. We'll be doing another giveaway. We haven't figured exactly what it's going to be, but for our 300th episodes. So whenever we get there, or 300 subscribers, when we hit 300 subscribers. So you got to subscribe, because every subscriber helps us get one step closer to another giveaway, and it just helps us out overall, because we want to get monetized and bring you bigger and better content. So that's kind of the goal. But yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll jump into it. I guess Austin, do you want to explain how it's going to go? I was debating whether to have Jacob do it this time, but we'll let you do it.
I'll let Jacob do it this time since it's his tournament. So go ahead, Jacob.
Yeah. So what I've done is I have selected 33 movies, one for every year, 1990 to 2022. Put them on a wheel, spun a wheel, and created these matchups. But first, there's a play-in match because there's only a bracket of 32. I could not figure out a way to make it a bracket of 33. So there will be a play-in match. That winner will get added to the bracket to finish up the bracket of 32. And then, like a normal episode of Tournament Fights, we will go match by match. We will vote until we get a winner.
Yeah, sounds good. So, I guess if you want to bring up that bracket real quick, and we'll.
I see. So technically, it's not finished yet because I have to add this play-in match. So once I get that, the bracket will be done. Yeah. The play-in match. I love this. I love all these matchups. Actually, I'm really looking forward to this. The play-in match will be the Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian, going up against Ride Along. Ice Cube and Kevin Hart.
What?
Yeah. Hey, we all like what we like. Those are my
that's cool. It just threw me. That's all. You like what you like. Oh God.
Yeah. Well.
Hey. Until you watch Indiana Jones, don't talk about my movie watching.
Yeah. But
I'm roasted.
But the bottom of the ladder would have been Malcolm, based on the where everyone's sitting here. So, Malcolm, you'll be first for Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian versus Ride Along. Which would you go for?
Yeah, I've seen Ride Along, which is why I'm voting for Prince Caspian.
Yeah, sounds good. And Richie, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, technically, if you give me a sec here, technically, although I didn't, it's not like I not like I went out and bought it. Someone just gave it to me. Technically, I have Ride Along. I don't want. Someone just gave it to me. It's not like I was like, hey, I need that in my collection. And I don't
be embarrassed. Be proud to own it, right?
And I don't have Prince Caspian in my collection. Okay, I like Ice Cube. Let's think. I like Ice Cube in comedy, so why not? Just Ride Along, whatever.
Yeah, sure. And Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, Ride Along is it's one of those movies for me that I can turn on, enjoy, but and that's what it is for me. It's just one of those movies that I can turn on, have some background noise, but every once in a while I'll catch myself paying attention and enjoy it. I think Ice Cube and Kevin Hart are a great duo. I wish they would do more than just these two movies. Don't worry, the sequel will not be on because I actually dislike the sequel, but I think the first one is fun enough. And then Prince Caspian. I think it's also a great sequel. I believe Austin and I actually talked about this one we did a sequels episode, and this is one that I brought up. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy these first two Narnia movies. Dawn Treader, I can take it or leave it, but I think Prince Caspian is a great sequel, great follow up. So I would actually go with Prince Caspian here, but again, I like all these movies, so this is gonna be tough.
Sounds good. Well, Austin, what do you want to go for?
Pass. Jordan, what do you go for? I'm not a fantasy guy. I don't care about Chronicles of Narnia. Fantasy's not my bag, not my genre. I saw Ride Along in theaters, which is why I skipped Ride Along too. I saw Ride Along. Remember nothing about it. I like Ice Cube as well. Fine enough. So I'll say Ride Along. That's my only reasoning.
Yeah. Well, we have JPO.
I was busy eating your gift. I forgot to poke a hole in the box, so Katie's not moving a lot.
Uh-oh. Well,
you were gonna send me a kitty.
Yeah. I mean, it's still coming. Just don't expect it to do a whole lot.
It doesn't
might
move,
smell a bit when you get there.
Yeah. But
is it Schrodinger's cat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheshire.
funny
Yeah.
'cause I was gonna send you a crocodile for your birthday.
You know I love Chubbs.
Sure, yeah. Well, we are doing a quick play-in match. We don't have a graphic because it's just one play-in match. So the play-in match is the Chronicles of Narnia Prince Caspian versus Ride Along. So you got any thoughts on that, JPO? What would you pick?
I don't know if I saw any Narnia sequels, so right along.
Yeah. And I think for me, since I'm the last to go, I do think that Ride Along is one of the better Kevin Hart movies. I don't like a lot of his recent stuff, but I mean, and Ice Cube is decent, but yeah, I actually am a fantasy guy, and I really like the Chronicles of Narnia. I grew up reading that series. Those were some of the first books I ever read actually as a kid, and yeah, I really like Prince Caspian. Shout out Ben Barnes. I thought he worked pretty well as the prince. I don't love every fantasy movie it depends, but I do
Like,
like
you don't like Fantasy Island?
nah.
Yeah.
I'll pass on that, and like certain ones, Aragon and a few of those, but yeah, I'll go Prince Caspian.
All right, tie in the player match. So I guess since Malcolm went first, we'll make him the default to start. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, Prince Caspian.
Ooh, all right.
All
So you can
I'm
plug
going-
that in real quick, Jacob. We'll just give him a minute to do that, and then you can share the bracket whenever you're ready.
That blanket looks very comfy.
It does.
Oh yeah, I'm here. Yeah, it is. I've been napping all day. The last 3 days I've been sleeping.
Are
a little
you
bit awake.
here?
I don't know. This could be a dream. I'm not certain
I'm
that I'm
pretty sure
physically
your
here.
appearance on Rankin was a dream, JPO, because I
Yeah.
was watching some of that.
Was I there? Did we do that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think you were.
Did I say Psycho Sid in an honorable mention? I don't know. I don't.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
did,
yeah,
and somebody
Nico laughed
laughed
at
at
you.
you uncontrollably.
He did. Yeah, I went by statistics. 2 Mania main events. WCW
Yeah,
World Title.
look,
WWF World Title.
we talked about it. We talked about it off air. If you had brought it up without your honorable mentions, I would have said yes.
Yeah, no, like I mean, if
All right,
Coco
cool.
and Hillbilly and Godfather, like you got to give it a guy that's like main event in many pay-per-views. Anywho, wrong show.
Yeah. We
All
can go
right.
ahead and you can reveal the first matchup, and we'll.
That first
Okay.
matchup,
Oh, I'm gonna guess Prince Caspian. Oh no, damn.
we have the producers going up against Empire Records, and I believe Pez wanted to test his movie release date knowledge. So go ahead.
Empire
Go for it.
Records, I believe, is 1997, and Producers is 2005. Am I correct?
Let me go to my document that I put these on.
I agree with 05. I would have said 98, but I wasn't sure.
I'll say 96.
I'll say 99.
We're all just going around you.
I'll say
Yeah.
2000.
No, it's definitely 90s, I think.
All right, so Empire Records is 1995.
Oh, we all overshot it.
Man.
That doesn't sound right.
The
But okay.
producers is 2005.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I had that.
you had that one, so yeah, so
And these are all, by the way, these are all dates based off of Letterboxd. So if any of these movies, well, this movie had a festival release and blah blah blah. That's not the date I'm going by. Okay, whatever was on Letterboxd, that's the date.
okay. Well, Malcolm went first last time, so we'll let Richie go first here. So, what do you want to go for?
But just as a side, I think maybe my birthday one would just be the more recent ones at the time. We would recall my birthday one, or more recent movies I've watched on Letterboxd, because they'll just be completely random. I think that'd be fun. Just recent things I've watched on Letterboxd. Oh, you watched The Adam Project and you watched Garfield. Okay, let's watch this.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, whatever you want.
Yeah. But yeah. But I'm not a huge news to that. I haven't seen the version of producers. Actually, I haven't seen both of these movies actually. But if it took from me, what one am I likely to watch? I've heard good things about Empire Records, and I like the cast. So I've got Empire Records.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. Jacob, what do you got?
Yeah, I think I'm in the minority on the remake of The Producers. I haven't heard a lot of people say that they like this movie. This is just one that, again, I have a lot of fun with it. I think Matthew Broderick and Nathan Lane are a lot of fun. Will Ferrell is I think funny. His song is hilarious. Empire Records, fun teen comedy in the '90s. For me, this is one. This is a matchup of like, which one am I going to go back to more? I'm a musical guy, and I think the musical numbers in The Producers are a lot of fun. So I'm going to go with The Producers.
Yeah, both the
Yeah, yeah.
producers are kind of a
Austin.
blind. Both the producers are kind of a blind spot of mine. I haven't seen either one of them because, yeah, I don't know, just haven't got around to it. Empire Records, I haven't seen all the way through either. I've seen pieces of it on cable here and there back in the day, but never actually sat down and watched it. Didn't really interest me a lot. That like high fidelity, I don't know, just not really my bag. Probably more likely to actually watch The Producers just because it's a remake of the Mel Brooks movie. So I'll go with The Producers. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna shout out Sarah. She says happy
Thank
birthday,
you.
you guys. Yeah, and then also Brian's also a big fan of The Producers, and there's 128. So,
All right.
and
Never alone.
for me,
Don't feel like you're never alone.
yeah, I've seen The Producers, have not seen Empire Records, and that's why I'm gonna go with Empire Records because I'm not a musical guy. This movie just kind of bored me. I just didn't really care that much. For my money, I'd even rather go with the original producers. So I'll just go with Empire Records because I mean I like Ethan Embry like enough. I mean I had fun with him in like Vegas Vacation and stuff, and then Liv Tyler and Tobey Maguire. So yeah, Empire. JPO.
Yeah, so I've been meaning to get to Empire for a minute. I bought it on Vudu. I really like Ethan Embry. He's in Can't Hardly Wait, which I love from the 90s. Just haven't gotten around to it yet. Producers has a soft place in my heart. I learned one of the songs for drama competition once, one of the early songs between Lane and Broderick. So it has a soft spot in my heart. So The Producers.
Yeah, and Malcolm. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I really do like this Bruce's and I mean, I think a lot of people criticize the acting, but I think a lot of people just forgot that Biz Nathan Lane, Matthew Broderick, Roger Bart, and one of the other people, they were in the original stage. They were in the stage musical that at the before. So, and they were originally going to cast Nicole Kidman as Ula, but she backed out due to other commitments. But it's one of those ones like, yeah, this is producers actually flopped at the box office, part because it was released in up against King Kong Chronicles of Narnia, Lawrence of Wardrobe, which, or at least one of them. But yeah. I'm not a big fan of Empire Records. I thought it was fine, so I'm going to go to the producers.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like it's probably The Producers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. I'm pleasantly surprised. All right,
Yeah.
up next, we have Imperium going up against Freaky Friday.
Does this have Gunther in it?
No, this is
Right.
unfortunately.
So I
not.
know.
I actually have seen this movie. I've seen this movie.
Yeah.
I'm actually putting surprises on this list.
Freaky Fridays
Well,
2003. 100% on that. Imperium,
Yeah.
I want to say 2010.
I'll say Imperium's 2013.
14.
We'll go 2012.
Imperium is 2016.
Oh,
I was closest.
Yeah. All right. Well, Jacob, you're up first. So, what do you got?
Yeah, so for those that haven't seen Imperium, it stars, as you can see, Daniel Radcliffe. He plays a journalist who goes undercover in like some of these like these Nazi gangs, and trying to like infiltrate because they're planning this like big, terrorist thing. And so it's a really good acting performance from Daniel Radcliffe alone. I think he is tremendous. Probably, in my opinion, like just the best acting that he has done in a movie. So that's why I wanted to include it. This is a recent watch because we did top 12 Daniel Radcliffe movies on Rankum, and this is one that I watched. Absolutely loved his performance, and so this is one that I just kind of been wanting to champion because I didn't really know anything about this until doing that episode. So, but that doesn't really mean much. I don't know a lot of movies. Freaky Friday. It's a lot of fun. Back to my teenage years. I was just starting my teenage years, and this was a movie that I watched a lot. Friends talked about it. I talked about it. It's just a lot of fun. But I'm actually going to go Imperium here just because I think Daniel Radcliffe's performance is amazing.
Yeah, sounds good. Austin.
Yeah, I enjoy a good European wrestling faction. I like Volter. He's one of my favorite kind of big guys who just chops the shit out of people. It's a lot of fun, so I'm going to go Imperium. Oh, wait, voting on Lilies? Oh, yeah, I'm still going to go.
Who would be in a stable called Freaky Friday?
Yeah.
That's a great little Dickie song.
Yeah. Well, I've never heard of Imperium until just now, and like, where was this in our best of 2016? Maybe it should have been there, but yeah, I mean, you have Daniel Radcliffe, you have Toni Collette, I see there, and yeah, like I'm sold. Like Daniel Radcliffe as you said that he plays a Nazi,
he plays a cop, moonlighting.
Not a journalist. What was I? Cop, not a journalist.
He plays a cop trying to be.
You're thinking of Seth Rogen?
Yeah. Well, Freaky Friday was just okay. I mean, back from my high school days, I'm a Simple Plan fan, and they got that "Happy Together" song on there. That kind of dig from back in the day, and it's fun. Like if I were to sit down and watch a movie with like my nieces and nephews, this maybe be one of the better ones we could choose to watch. But I'll actually go with Imperium. Like I'll have to check that out for sure. Yeah. But JPO, you gonna go for?
It's a good round because I got some love for Freaky Friday. I think they used the gimmick pretty nicely here, but I'm leaning towards Imperium. This is another one that I was a big fan of from the trailer, and I think unfortunately just kind of fell under the radar. So kind of like I can see in a sad way why it wasn't on like the best of 2016. I feel like it just got kind of overlooked due to whatever reason, but it's really good, and it's another glowing example of just how damn good Radcliffe is. He's picked some really smart roles to really distinguish himself as a well-rounded actor. So Imperium.
Yeah, for sure. Malcolm, what do you think here?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to remember why I didn't put it on the 2016 one, actually. I think I took it off because I thought that it was just going to be like not being people would see it and just automatically go to the other one anyway. So I thought I'd just leave it off. I can't. It's been a while since that. I can't remember why I took it off now, but yeah,
sure.
I probably had a reason, but yeah, I haven't seen Imperium. It does sound interesting, but I'm a big fan of Freaky Friday. And just seeing Lindsay Lohan acting like Jamie Lee Curtis was a lot of fun. So I'm gonna go Freaky Friday.
Yeah, Richie.
Yeah, this is a bit tough, but I mean, I am a huge fan of Freaky Friday. I think it's really fun that Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan have good chemistry. I think recently Jamie Lee Curtis has hinted at doing another one. I don't know how they would do another one, but I mean, just Lindsay Lohan seems to be a bit on the right.
I'm my daughter again.
Lindsay seems to be on the right track, sort of a bit more career-wise. So maybe they, I'd be down for another one. But yeah, I'm glad Imperium got brought up. It's like a lot of Daniel Radcliffe's movies get underrated because he picks these like smaller, sort of more sort of indie films. But like he makes great choices, man. Him and Robert Pattinson need a pat on the back for all these interesting choices they make with their careers. And it's a really good film. It's a great Great, man. So yeah, and just because I don't know when it, and I don't know when it will get brought up again, so I'll go and beer it.
Yeah, that'll be pure. But shout out to the original Freaky Friday too, with Jodie Foster from the '70s, Jodie Foster and Barbara Harris. It also has John Astin, the guy that played the original Gomez Adams from the TV series. And I always remember that there's a police chase, and I always remember the scene where like the police car hits like some kind of barrier where there's a fork in the road and splits in two pieces. So for some reason that just sticks with me. But
Yeah. So I quickly looked it up. As apparently the book that Freaky Friday is based on had some sequel books. There's one called A Billion for Boss, which is about the character Freaky Friday and that discovering a TV series that tunes into future broadcasts and they begin bidding on horse races. And then there's a one called Summer Switch, which is about her little brother and their father, which switch bodies.
I feel like if they were to make a sequel, that would be the one that they would go with.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. So Jungle Book, that one came out '94, I believe.
Yeah, that one is '94.
And Slice, I've never heard of.
Slice
got to be like 1991.
Well, based on the title, based on the poster and everything, I would guess either 90 or 91.
No, this is definitely 2010, 2015, 2018, something like that. It's Chance the Rapper is way newer.
Oh yeah, you're right. Chance the Rapper. Yeah, true. So it's got to be like 2017, maybe.
I don't know. I never heard of it though.
It is 2018.
Okay.
So
cool.
And yeah, Jungle Book was 94.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be Austin first. So.
I don't know what Slice is, so the Jungle Book.
Yeah. I also don't know what Slice is, and I actually really like this version of the Jungle Book. It's got what's his name from Mortal Kombat. Yeah, and he's great in it, and yeah, I just remember like seeing this as a kid, and like being like that was so good. I want to like immediately go rewatch this. So yeah, I'll vote Jungle Book. JPO.
I have never even heard of this version of the Jungle Book. Yeah, this is not really
on cable all the time.
I don't know. I know the OG.
It's a childhood staple for me. Yeah,
the Favreau. Yeah, this is not one that's really on my radar. Again,
there's no music in it, which is kind of nice for me. I like that.
Yeah, I can see myself liking that then. But then, even more oddly enough, I've seen Slice. I saw it pretty much right away. Didn't love it, but I had enough fun with it here. Is it vampires and pizza, Jacob? I really
not vampires. Chance the Rapper is a werewolf.
I do regularly.
So there are murders happening, and based around this pizza place. There's ghosts that live in the town. Werewolves. So it's all about trying to figure out like why is this going on? Who's behind this? And it's one of those A24 movies that kind of goes under the radar, but like it doesn't take itself too seriously. Like it's cheese, but it's the best kind of cheese.
It does have some interesting elements, and I do love me some Zazie Beetz, so I'm gonna go for Slice.
Great.
Chance the Rapper.
I just did, Richie.
Yeah, like I think Chance the Rapper is actually kind of a decent actor. Like he was one of the better SNL hosts I've seen in a long time. So yeah, but Malcolm, what do you think?
The 94 Jungle Book actually has a really stacked cast. Because you got Jason Scott Lee as Mowgli, Carrie Elways as Captain William Boone, Lena Headey's in it, Sam Neill is in it, John Cleese is in it,
wow.
and I think this is 3 years before John Cleese would appear in George of the Jungle. And you got Jason Fleming,
and I forgot this was directed by Stephen Sommers, who did The Mummy.
Oh yeah,
Gee, yeah, about that. So
very underrated. Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't seen either of these. But I will say, Jacob did manage to sell me on Slice, because that sounds really weird and crazy, and it's one that I'm really interested in seeing and it's also got what's his face from Strange Things in it as well, who was also in Free Guy. I can't
Oh
remember his
yeah,
name.
Joe
Joe
Keery.
Keery, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Joe he's in it. Paul
That's
Shear's
cool.
in it. Yeah, it's got a pretty fun cast.
So yeah, I'm going to go Slice.
And that's a cool poster too. Like a cool kind of like retro. Because me and Austin both thought it was an older movie. So yeah, like it works pretty well. But Richie, what are you gonna
Yeah.
go for?
I had the Jungle Book 1994. Like there was a PC game of this movie. It was like
Really?
basically it was
Oh, wow.
basically a point and click. You played through the movie like a point and click thing. That was the rage sort of back then, and you sort of played through like there was like it's like a video, and you're like, oh, what decision should I make sort of thing. And it was fine. It was pretty fun, and movie was pretty decent. But I don't know, you like I mentioned, you kind of sold me on Slice here, so I'll go Slice.
Yeah. Well, Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, the Jungle Book. Yeah, like I said, childhood. But Slice is just a lot of fun. Austin, you'll love this. It's like 90 minutes, maybe even a little less. So it's got that going for it, and you can find it on HBO Max if you do want to watch it. It is streaming there.
Nice.
It's fun. I'm also gonna go Slice. I actually rewatched it the other day, and I had a ton of fun with it. So even on rewatch, it's still really good.
All right.
Well, it'll probably be Slice. Yeah.
Wasn't expecting that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Up next, we've got Hardball going up against Porco Rosso, which is a Studio Ghibli movie.
Yeah.
All right, Hardball 2001
Yeah, 2001.
Yeah, Hardball.
and Porco Rosso. I don't know. Wouldn't know.
Porco
Well,
Rosso,
Rocco,
I believe.
I've never
was
heard of.
2000. I want to say 2006.
Anyone else?
That's my guess.
Are we talking about the dub version of Porco Rosso release or
Yeah.
the original
Or
release?
2005 would be my guess. Yeah.
I'll say 2009. I just throw it out there.
I'll go 2004. Why not? Oh no, we do 2004 already? Yeah, we did. 2003. Why not?
Porco
I'm
Rosso,
going to go, 91.
1992.
Oh, it is. Oh,
Yeah.
is that
Oh,
early?
yeah, it's that
Yeah.
early. All right.
Samsonite. Gosh.
Hmm.
And it's me first. I've never heard of a Porco Rosso, so I can't really vote for it. But Hardball is awesome. Like I love it when you call me Big Papa. Put your hands in the air if you're a true player. Yeah, and like the Baby G thing. Like, let me break it down to you right quick. And he's like explaining how everything's gonna work and stuff. He's a really cool character. Keanu Reeves is fun as like the kind of just like he's like court ordered to coach this baseball team, and like how those always go. They usually work out pretty well for him, and so yeah, let's go with Hardball. Yeah, I'm a big fan. JPO.
My sentiments exactly. Everything you said, Hardball.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you say?
So, fun fact about Porco Rosso, the first English dubbed version was made exclusively for Japan Airlines.
Oh,
Yeah, it's something I looked up. It's like first English dubbed Japanese Airlines. Okay,
so
but
weird.
it is weird. But yeah, I haven't actually seen Hardball, but I've seen Porco Rosso, and just because I think Studio Ghibli movies are really underseen by a lot of people, I'm gonna go Porco Rosso.
Yeah. Richie, what do you think?
I haven't seen Porco Rosso. Didn't really. I might have heard of it before, but yeah, wasn't familiar with it until a few minutes ago. But yeah, and I haven't seen Hardball either. But like, I've heard more about it, and yeah, it's probably a blind spot in my Keanu Reeves filmography. I'll probably get to it before I get to Porco Rosso, so I'll go Hardball.
Yeah. Jacob.
Yeah, so Porco Rosso is about an ex World War like fighter pilot who is now a freelance bounty hunter chasing air pirates, but a curse has turned him into a pig because that's what Japanese animation does. Stunning animation, cool story. I may or may not bring this up for a pretty high tier once we get to the 90s animated tier ranker because I think this movie is stunning both visually and just as a movie, story wise. I think it's really good. Hardball, I think it's loved, but I feel like it doesn't like come up on tournament fights a lot, which is why I kind of wanted to shout it out again. I think it's a really solid sports movie. But I'm gonna go Porco Rosso here.
Yeah, sounds good. Austin, what do you say?
Porco Rosso is Studio Ghibli, so I probably won't watch it unless I have to for a battleground match, as I did with some of the other ones. And I've seen Hardball. I'm actually not a big fan of Hardball. I don't know. It just doesn't vibe with me. But oddly enough, it would have been on Tournament Fights Jacob within the next week because it'll be an Arkeana Reese Nick Cage tournament next week.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
So it actually will be very, very shortly. But I mean, I'll still go Hardball just because it's
Yeah.
I believe that's 4-2 for Hardball.
yeah.
Hardball.
And Porco Rosso also has Carrie Elwes in it. And Michael Keaton voices Porco Rosso.
Oh
Nice.
yeah. All right. Yep.
Ooh.
I did it. Super Mario Bros. Going up against After
Yeah,
Yang.
1993 Super Mario Bros.
Yep.
Yeah.
Versus 2021, right? Is that what it is? For after
22.
2022
Versus
recent.
22.
That's one
22.
of his,
Yes, I want.
one of Colin Farrell's four movies last year.
Yes, I wanted to go with the
Oh yeah, that's right.
the one that didn't get talked about as much, but I feel was underlooked.
For some reason, I was thinking of a different movie. I was thinking of a movie with Bowen Yang, and like he was in the cast. Okay, but anyways, JPO.
I know Jacob loves After Yang. I meant to get to it, but instead I was like, let's watch Mythic Quest instead. So my vote goes to Super Mario Brothers.
Mythic Quest is pretty good. Malcolm.
Yeah, I mean, after haven't seen After Yang. It was one of the ones that came out last year that I've been meaning to get to, but just haven't got to it there. I haven't really seen the Super Mario Brothers either, and I think the post that you used for this one is that the one on the recent Blu-ray release or the Director's Cut one or something? Or was it the original?
It's the first one that popped up when I searched Super Mario Bros.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm going to go Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah. Richie.
See, it's tough. Super Mario Brothers is not a great movie, but I have entertainment from it. I don't know if I agree with Seth Rogen's assessment that it's one of the worst movies ever. Because I get entertainment out of it. If I get entertainment out of a movie, then you're not the worst movie ever. But if you're boring, then I'll get and you're poorly made. Then I'll qualify you as one of the worst movies ever. But yeah, I don't know. In this case, I have fun, but in this case, I might go for the better movie, which is definitely After Yang. So I'll go After Yang.
Yeah. Jacob, you say?
Yeah, Super Mario Bros. It's just dumb fun. It's not a good movie, but I enjoy it because I can have fun with it. After Yang was a beautiful movie. Colin Farrell gives an outstanding performance about looking at these memories from this robot that was kind of serving as an older brother type for his daughter, and just it's just a beautiful movie on the importance of remembering and how important memories can be, and I think outside of Banshees, I think this is that's tough. Because Colin Farrell had a banger of a year in 2022. But for me, behind Banshees, this would be my favorite performance of his. Because it's just so it's so just laid back, and it's not as out there. I guess you could say the same thing about 13 Lives, though it's not an over the top performance. But yeah, I'm gonna go After Yang here.
Yeah, and Steven Shepard in the comments, he remembers in Super Mario Brothers when he was a kid, but hasn't seen it since. So maybe not a fan now. Maybe remembered it more when he was a kid. But Austin, what do you think here?
Yeah, I'm wondering if that Super Mario Brothers movie will get like an updated new Blu-ray release or something from some boutique label because all I have is the Chromie like DVD from back then.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's yeah. I mean, I've seen it. After Yang is the one Colin Farrell one I didn't get to yet, but I've been meaning to. But yeah, I'll watch anything with Bob Hoskins, and like I think just alone, him and John Leguizamo are good enough to make it not the worst movie ever. So yes, I disagree with Seth Rogen as well. So I'll say Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, and I was just thinking, like, the way that the background picture's situated, it almost looks like Jacob was part of a Porco Roscoe, maybe. Just like looks kind of similar, but
Don't make fun of my hat. Don't make fun of my hat.
no,
So-
I'm not making fun. No, there's no shade. It's just the way that it's like
No,
sitting.
That
like
was at it was my cousin's, I believe, 6th or 7th birthday party, and she came by and put that on my head, and so I decided to take a picture
nice.
with it. And yeah.
Nice. Well, here I haven't seen After Yang, and I don't remember a lot about the Super Mario Brothers movie. I remember that I saw it when I was a kid, and yeah, I don't really go back to it. I haven't seen After Yang, but I'm tempted to vote for it because I'm a big Colin Farrell fan. Like, I think he's great in almost everything that he's in. So I'm gonna go After Yang, I think.
All right.
So
Tie, and it goes to Richie.
gee.
Sorry, my dog watched my Vegemite Hot Pocket.
Oh.
Mine.
Wait. You're
Vegemite
what?
Hot Pocket.
You have Vegemite Hot Pockets there?
Yes.
Sure.
God, y'all are weird.
It's kind of cool. Yeah.
America's not the only one that experiment with weird flavors.
Send me one. I'm the snack hero. I'll eat one on our show.
I mean, didn't you guys do Vegemite hot cross buns as well?
Yeah, man. And Vegemite other stuff. Then we had like Vegemite, like iced coffee thing. That was fucking gross. Anyway,
Oh.
yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna stick with After Yang.
All right. After Yang.
All right, next
What we got?
got Sleepy Hollow and Space Cowboys.
Ooh. All right. And it'll be Malcolm first.
Yeah, I kind of have expected a Johnny Depp movie to pop up on this.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Johnny Depp's not in Space Cowboys. Oh,
or is he?
Yeah.
He could be secretly playing Clint Eastwood in a really perfect role.
We actually do those wacky characters. You never know.
But that being said, like, I've seen Space Cowboys. I do enjoy it enough, but I really do enjoy this this take on Sleepy Hollow, and I think because was this directed by Tim Burton, or am I imagining?
that's Tim Burton.
Tim Burton.
Yeah, and I think Tim Burton did really good for. I mean, so I'm gonna go Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah. Richie, what do you think?
I want to see Spouse Cowboys. That sounds like a TLC reality show.
Well, you know what the alternate
Yeah.
title of Space Cowboys could be? Sleepy Cowboys. It's a lot of
Sleepy
old men.
Yeah.
They definitely look like they go to bed at 4,
Yeah.
or have
Yeah.
dinner at 4. Yeah, I do remember watching Space Cowboys in the theater. I remember thinking it was fine. I think it was a cool movie. I didn't probably go back to it. Sleepy Hollow, I do really like. Yeah, and I probably like it a bit more. So I'll go Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah. Jacob, what do you think?
Obviously, I like both these movies. I was about to say, yeah, I like both these movies. I'm gonna try not to say that for every matchup. But yeah, if you know me, not only did I have to put a Tim Burton movie on here, but I had to put a Johnny Depp movie on here, and the great thing is I can knock both of those out with one movie because they've collaborated a lot. And yeah, Sleepy Hollow is a really cool take on the Headless Horseman story. I think Christopher Walken is also great in this movie. With his, I mean, he doesn't have a lot of screen time because he's headless most of the time, but I still think he's great. Yeah, fun fun moments. Some of the like chase scenes I think are really cool. Space Cowboys was just it was a first time watch because of the Clint Eastwood directed Rankum that we did.
Yeah,
this
I
is one of
watched it.
the-
I watched it for that too, Jake.
Yeah.
'Cause I hadn't
Yeah, it
seen
was,
in a minute.
and it was it was one of the ones that stood out to me more. I thought it was a lot of fun. Clint Eastwood, Tommy Lee Jones, Donald Sutherland, and the fourth guy, whose name is escaping me right now. But yeah, no, I thought this was.
Something like that.
No,
Is it James
it's,
Cromwell? Is that the fourth guy?
No. It's
I know he's in it. Was it?
I can't remember, but yeah, it was just a lot of fun. It's one that I've actually gone back to. James Garner, Steven said in the chat.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought the four of them were really cool. Yeah, it was just a fun movie that I can see myself going back to quite a bit. But I'm a Johnny Depp guy. I'm a Tim Burton guy. I'm gonna go Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, I've been meaning to rewatch Sleepy Hollow. I haven't seen it since theaters, but I need to go back to it. But yeah, I watched that Space Cowboys fairly recently and had a good time with it. So I'll go Space Cowboys.
Yeah, I've seen Space Cowboys one time, and it was fine. Like I don't know, I didn't really do a lot from me, but I actually really dig Sleepy Hollow. Yeah, I mean, Christopher Walken is the headless horseman. You throw in Christina Ricci. I think she plays really well off of Johnny Depp. So yeah, let's go Sleepy Hollow. Yeah, JPO.
Yeah, I concur. Space Cowboys has some charm to it, but it's not something I've gone back to. Sleepy Hollow, I'm not in love with that either. I think there's a lot more going for it. It is something I would revisit again way sooner. So Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah, so it'll be Sleepy Hollow. Nice.
Speaking of Johnny Depp, here he is again in Secret Window, going up against Easy A.
Okay, let's see. Secret Window, was that 2000? Oh, yeah, you're right.
No, I'm sorry. It came out the year I worked at the theater, 2002.
I would say
yeah.
3.
And we already
I'll go 2, yeah.
Friday.
Easy A 2008, I believe.
2009, I want to say.
2000, yeah, 2008, 2009. I just 2000, yeah. 2009, yeah.
My guess.
Maybe 2009.
Secret Window is 2004.
Oh, 2004, okay.
Easy A is 2010.
10. Oh, it's getting rounded.
All right. Well, it'll be Richie first. So, what are you gonna go?
Yeah, so it's a difficult one for me. I don't mind Secret Window. It's a bit wacky. I don't mind it. It's a decent film. I don't want to go back to it, even though I think I own it somewhere. I think Easy A was what sort of like kind of a star-making performance from Emma Stone to prove that she could lead a film. Kind of a modern sort of retelling of that with this the Scarlet Letter. I thought she was really good. I think Amanda Bynes is in this movie as well. Went before she had her setback, but yeah, she's really good in this movie too. Lisa Kudrow as the principal is good. And I think the movie is entertaining. So I'll go Easy A.
Is Amanda Bynes, after she just had some kind of like surgery, like plastic surgery, she looks like almost unrecognizable to me. So, but Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, Emma Stone is great in Easy A, kind of like Richie said, star-making performance for her. I think she's fantastic. Secret Window, not a great movie, but I think Johnny Depp carries this movie. I mean, obviously he's the star, but yeah, I think he makes the most of what he's given. John Turturro is really good too. Like Steven said in the comments, one of the most predictable movies he's seen. Yeah, there is some predictability to it, and on rewatch, it's not quite as enjoyable. But like as a Johnny Depp fan, like maybe that kind of doesn't matter to me. But because I think he's really good in this movie. So I'm actually gonna go Secret Window.
Yeah. Austin, what do you think?
It's an interesting tournament, and I'm not over the moon about any of these movies so far.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm like, think the movie's okay. I haven't seen that movie. But yeah, I mean, I've seen Easy A. I like it enough. It's fine. And yeah, I saw Secret Window a long time ago. Don't remember much about it other than Johnny Depp was okay in it. So I'll go Easy A.
Yeah, well, I think that might be the beauty of this tournament, that they're all movies of mediocrity. So, like, it makes it kind of difficult, like, actually, in a weird way. But,
I'll consult you
um,
guys next time I make a list of movies I like.
I know.
no, it's fine. I mean, we all have different tastes, but yeah, I've seen Secret Window a couple of times. Like, isn't Johnny Depp like a writer, and he moves somewhere to like escape like some craziness in his family, like a divorce or something like that. But yeah, it's fine. But yeah, I actually quite like Easy A. I'd probably go back to that one more. Yeah, and I agree. It's more of a breakout role for Emma Stone. So yeah, we'll go Easy A. JPO?
Some people love Secret Window, which is cool, and some people put Jurassic World Dominion on our 128 a week after we saw it.
Yeah, right. Jurassic. I got the shirt and everything. I'm a big fan.
Grrr. Yeah, I really liked the trailer and the premise for Secret Window. I just don't think it totally executed it correctly. And I think Easy A is kind of straightforwardly good. So I'm going to go Easy A.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen Secret Window, and so therefore that makes this matchup a very, very easy A. For me.
Yep.
There you go. Easy A.
Are you Canadian now? Easy A. Let's see what we got.
Trumbo going up against the Birdcage.
Yeah, and the Birdcage, what, 95?
Birdcage 96.
Yeah,
96.
Yeah, and then Trumbo
2015, I think.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. Oh,
bingo!
all right.
This time, 2 for 2.
Bam.
Nice. Well, it'll be you first, Jacob. So, what do you got?
Yeah, these are two movies that I've come to very recently, but I really enjoyed for different reasons. I think Trumbo is just a fantastic Bryan Cranston performance. I think he is really good in this role as kind of this writer who is, continuing his career, but under different names, for various reasons. The Birdcage, I think again, it's Nathan Lane again. I guess I'm a bigger fan of Nathan Lane than I thought. Nathan Lane, Robin Williams, Gene Hackman. Robin Williams' son is bringing his girlfriend. Their parents are coming over, and so they have to act straight because they're not. And it's just a fun movie. I think Robin Williams is hysterical in this. Nathan Lane is, right up there with him as far as I think the comedy goes. So I think this is a matchup because these are movies that I've just come to recently, but I really enjoy them. It's going to be like, which one am I going to go back to first? And that's probably the Birdcage.
Yeah. Well, Austin, what do you think?
Yeah, I saw Trumbo not too long after it came out on streaming. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. It was good. It's a subject I'm interested in, all the Hollywood blacklisting at that time and things like that. Yeah, it was a pretty solid movie. I'm really due for a rewatch on The Birdcage. It's been forever since I saw it on cable, like years and years ago. I really need to go back and watch it, see how it holds up. But I'm much more likely to kind of go back and watch The Birdcage. So I agree with that.
Yeah. I've not seen Trumbo. Like, I'll be honest, when I saw the synopsis, it looked kind of boring to me, so I never really ran out to see it. I'm sure it's good. I mean, I'm not going to say I'll never see it. I'll see it, but I just haven't yet. But The Birdcage might be my favorite movie so far on this list. The Birdcage is actually great. Like, it's really funny. I mean, yeah, Nathan Lane and Robin Williams steal the show, but also Hank Azaria, he's pretty great in it, and even sneaky role for Gene Hackman too. So yeah, I'll go with The Birdcage. Yeah.
We got to do a Gene Hackman
GPO.
versus somebody as well. I want to do Gene Hackman movies on here.
Yeah, we should, because
we need to pair him up with somebody like, you know, some of them.
you look at the run that he had in the 80s and 90s, like he had a really great run, like for a while. Yeah,
even in the 70s with The Conversation and
the 70s too.
and
Yeah,
like he kind of owned a lot of decades. Yeah, we got to find him, pair him up against somebody so we can get.
Yeah, well,
Maybe
I mean,
something
you
like
could probably do
Harris,
Gene Hackman on his own, couldn't you?
Maybe I'd have to see how many total movies he's got, but yeah, something like that.
yeah, but JPO, what do you think?
Yeah, I like this round. I really dug Trumbo. You know, I'm always a fan of like movies that are kind of about movie making, and both of these movies are kind of time capsule movies in a way of, you know, certain time frames and the way people, you know, are forced to kind of react and counter react to the things surrounding them. But yeah, if I'm kind of just going the one, you know, using that good old Barber logic of what am I going back to, the one that I've always been a fan of, Birdcage.
Yeah, Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah, I haven't seen the Birdcage, but I recently watched Trumbo for the 2015 tournament fights episode, and it's a lot of fun. A slight spoiler alert for Mo, it does though a New Zealand actor in it, because who's better to play an American actor but a New Zealand actor? Because why not? But yeah, I'm gonna go Trumbo.
Yeah, and Steven Shepard in the comments, he's a Birdcage fan. He's kind of with me. I think Gene Hackman kind of low key steals the show. So yeah, but Richie, what do you think?
Yeah, I like Trumbo a lot. I think it's a great movie, but yeah, about dudes that had to get got blacklisted from Hollywood, and I think Bryan Cranston. I wish I see him in more lead roles. I think he I really feel like he should get like a Best Actor nomination before for his career's done. But yeah, he's just I think he's doing more TV work at this point in his career. I think he's in that Your Honor show, right? But yeah, he's still really good. But yeah, I had growing up, I had the Birdcage on VHS, and I've seen it like multiple times. So I'll go Birdcage.
Yeah, be the Birdcage.
All right, and that's the end of this side.
Cool.
We'll move over, and we have What About Bob
Love it.
going up against Love and Monsters.
Oh, this might be the toughest matchup for me.
Love and Monsters, is that 2021?
2020.
I think it's 2020. I think
It's the COVID year.
What
Yep.
about Bob?
Yeah,
is,
Okay, all right.
what about
2020.
Bob is 92, I'm pretty sure.
91.
Yeah.
20,
Ooh.
okay.
All right.
Okay. All right.
According to Letterman.
Yeah.
It's Austin first. Yeah.
Yeah. Love Monsters was all right. I like Dylan O'Brien. Obviously, I'm a big fan of those Maze Runner movies. I think he's still kind of poised to really break out and become a bigger star than he is. I think he's really, really good. But yeah, What About Bob is awesome. It's one of Bill Murray's better kind of 90s performances. And yeah, I think Richard Dreyfuss doesn't get enough love as an actor. I think his chemistry with Bill Murray's really great in that movie. So, and yeah, Charlie Corsimo from Hook is in it. So there you go. What about Bob?
Oh yeah, the kid from Hook.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the kid from Hook. Yeah.
Yeah, the son. But yeah. Yeah, this is like the first matchup where like I generally like love both of these movies, because I remember that during COVID there wasn't really anything really coming out that was very accessible. So, and then Love and Monsters came out, and actually really dig this movie, but it's got to go up against What About Bob. And What About Bob's probably one of my favorite Bill Murray movies. I love this movie. Like Baby Steps to the door, Baby Steps to the elevator, Baby Steps outside, and then you got the book Baby Steps by Dr. Leo Marvin. And then there's one of the like low key things that like me and my family members always quote when he's sitting at the dinner table and he's like eating corn and he's like over and over, and he's like, man, this corn is good. Is this hand shucked? We'll just say that about like anything. Man, like this roast chicken's really good. Is this hand shucked? Or like just throw it in there about like random things. And yeah. So what about Bob was a big replay in my house growing up. So What About Bob? JPO.
Yeah, good round. I almost watched What About Bob earlier today. I had it on for a few minutes.
Oh, nice.
Because I do get some love for it. It's a relatively newer watch for me as well. In the last couple of years for the first time. I'm gonna go ahead and I think it's kind of even. I'm gonna go ahead and try to even up a little bit and show some love for Love and Monsters. I really enjoyed the world they built here, and maybe I just really needed it to lift me up, and Love and Monsters gave me that during the pandemic.
It's a good one to watch with like family. Sarah also watched it with her dad, I think, or maybe Papa could be her grandpa, but it's one of those two. but yeah, Malcolm, what do you think?
Love and Monsters is good, but I'm going for a movie that I watched a lot as a young lad, and that's What About Bob. It's just a lot of fun, and I really wish we had gotten a sequel or something to this, because I think it was just a really fun movie. So What About Bob?
Yeah, I always like the scene when he's like trying to teach the young kid how to swim, and he just picks him up and throws him into the lake. Yeah, that's good stuff. But Richie, what do you think?
Yeah, I watched Love Monsters not too long ago, maybe last year sometime. Yeah, it's good. I don't mind it. Yeah, I think Dylan O'Brien is a great actor, and he proves he can lead a film. Yeah, and it's cool to see like a small role for like Michael Rooker. It was always good to see him show up here. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe towards the end of the third act, it kind of just I became disengaged a little bit, but it's still a decent movie. Not great, but it's fun. But What About Bob is very funny. I go back to it a couple. I've gone back to it a couple of times here, so I'll go What About Bob.
Oh yeah, and I can't remember the little girl's name, but the little girl from Love and Monsters, the same little girl from the movie 65, so she's in that too. So, but Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, this was almost the second time Dylan O'Brien, because I was debating on The Outfit for 2022. That's another movie that I really love from last year. But this one, yeah, like I said, these are all movies I really enjoyed. 2020 was hard because there weren't a lot of choices, because it was the pandemic year, and that I just wanted to forget about that year. So I watched the movies that I would know I enjoyed. So 2020 was like the year of rewatches for me. I think I only watched like 25 or so new movies that year. It was a very, very small year.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure What About Bob was one of them, because I think this movie is just a lot of fun. Almost like towards the end, some like horror-esque
Yeah.
in a way.
There's weird stuff where he's trying to like blow him up with a bomb and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
So,
It gets pretty wild.
and it all works.
Yeah.
I probably said baby steps. I don't know how many times after the first time I watched this. I just think it's incredible. Like, and I think this could be like this is definitely a top 128 contender. I'm not sure if I can say that about some of the other movies that are going to show up today, but this one definitely is. I think this movie is really good. So I'm gonna go with What About Bob.
Yeah, for sure. So I guess it'll be What About Bob?
All right, and up next we have Curious George and Joe versus the Volcano.
Curious George got to be what, 2005?
Well,
Something like
it
that.
says on the poster 2005, so that's what I'm gonna guess. And Volcano.
Oh, it does. Oh, I can't
and-
squint that.
That's fine.
That
Joe
much to
versus
read it.
Volcano,
Yeah.
1990.
Yeah.
So on the poster it says 2006.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
6. Is what it
Yeah.
says. Okay. All right.
I also was like, wait, because we already had 2005 with
Yeah.
the producers. Did I screw up?
No,
Thankfully I didn't.
No, I'm not keeping track of which years we've already had. I should write them down just for guessing the years. But I guess I'm up first, and I've never seen Joe versus the Volcano, so it's one that I do want to see, because I'm eventually going to watch everything Tom Hanks has ever been in. But so I'll get to it soon. But we do have a Battle of the Toms coming up, so maybe watch it for that. Tom Hanks and Tom Cruise. But I don't mind Curious George. I actually really like the soundtrack. That's probably my favorite thing about it from Jack Johnson. My brother, that might be his favorite artist. Actually, he's a big Jack Johnson fan. So I remember that we saw it for my sister's birthday. We got her the CD with all the music on it, and then he stole it from her and never gave it back for some reason. Like, he liked it so much, he meant to give it back, and he never did. So, and she was only like 6 at the time. So, but yeah, I'll vote for Curious George. Yeah, it's fun, it's charming. So, JPO.
Both are blind spots for me. By the time George came out, it just didn't seem up my alley anymore. But kind of like what you said, I do want to complete my Tom Hanks filmography at some point. So Joe vs. Volcano gets my vote.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you think?
I mean, first off, do you have any tournament fights coming up where it's movies featuring males' names in the titles?
No, we could do like a decade series for that, because there's probably a lot, I would imagine. But
Well, yeah. But yeah, I was 38 years old when I found out there was a movie based on Curious George. I had no idea this movie
Okay.
even existed right
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
But
was Will Ferrell your favorite, Malcolm, as the voice of the man in the yellow hat?
I mean, he's good in some things.
Yeah,
and
right.
early Will Ferrell is the best Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've seen Joe versus Volcano. I'm not over the moon about it, but I've seen it, so I'm going to go Joe versus Volcano.
Oh yeah, and Richie, what do you think?
As I talk over my loud washing machine that sounds like an aircraft.
Yeah, it does.
Anyway,
Jet turbine.
so I mean, I haven't seen either of these. I assume Joe vs. Volcano doesn't have Tommy Lee Jones in it. That'd be anyway.
Not that volcano.
No. Yeah, Curious George, sort of like JPO. It was probably, by the time it came out, it's not really, not really my thing. I'd probably, if my nephew put it on, I was over there, I'd watch it. But yeah, it's not really something
for very young children.
Probably not something I'd watch now, unless I'm with like sort of kids. So and yeah, I might, I might want to plug up my Tom Hanks, the blind spots in my Tom Hanks filmography, and also the Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan, filmography. So I'll go Joe vs. Volcano.
Yeah, Jacob, which one are you gonna go for?
Yeah, I set my expectations with Joe versus the volcano very high, because I went in expecting Joe to fight a volcano, and that's not what I got. And
Yeah,
I was slightly disappointed. And then after I thought about it, it was a pretty good movie, pretty good Tom Hanks performance, pretty good Meg Ryan performance. And if I'm being honest, there are very few movies from 1990 that I've actually seen when I looked into it, and I didn't want to put Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the list for the 40th
you could have put
time.
Tremors on the list, Jacob. But
I could, but again,
your priority.
I wanted to showcase movies that also don't get brought up a lot.
Home Alone came out in 99.
And then,
yeah.
Well, you guys make the list next time.
I know. I'm just kidding. You can put up whatever. I don't care.
No.
I don't even care anymore. Curious George.
I mean, you could have put up Predator 2. I mean,
Sarah,
that's pretty great. Did you rewatch Curious George for the tier ranker? Is that why it's on here? Is that where it came from?
No, but I do think it's I could be a sneaky pick for like a sneaky pick for that A tier. If enough people have watched it. I'm not gonna say like it's an S tier. I don't think it's a top 10 of the decade, but I think it's really solid. Great voice performance, and just a lot of fun as far as
I know a movie you love from 1990, Jacob. Gremlins 2.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah. Like I said, I wanted to showcase ones also that probably aren't going to sneak into my 128.
Oh,
And Gremlins 2 definitely could
yeah,
sneak in there.
sure. I'll go. I haven't seen Curious George. I was like 20 years old when that movie came out, so I skipped it. Yeah, it just wasn't my bag. I did notice that Frank Welker in the credits does the voice of the monkey because, of course, he does. He does the voice for every animal in every movie. But yeah, I'll go Joe vs. Volcano. I have seen it. It's very quirky and weird and kind of fun, in that 1990 kind of way. So I'll go Joe vs. Volcano. Yeah, and Tommy Lee Jones literally does fight the volcano in Volcano because he says, "I can only fight what I can see." So he wants to fight the volcano.
Yeah.
Just imagine you in the theater at Curious George, and then like some kid going, "Why is that 20-year-old man by himself?"
Why is that 20-year-old man? But
Yeah, in the back with
luckily,
binoculars.
luckily, I had an excuse for Super Mario Brothers because I'm like, well, I played the video games.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Well, I'll go as far as to say that the Curious George soundtrack by Jack Johnson is probably the best Jack Johnson album that he's ever put out. It's got
And I'm glad you
pretty good
brought that
stuff.
up because that might be the biggest reason I put it on the list, was also just to shout out the soundtrack, because I think the soundtrack is incredible.
Yeah, like 3 is a magic number, the Cher song, Banana Pancakes, like all that stuff. Yeah, it's good.
So,
But
Joe versus the Volcano, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Daniel Radcliffe shows up again with Guns Akimbo, going up against Anastasia.
So Guns Akimbo, is that 2021?
No.
No, that was
2019.
2019.
Yes.
2019. I'm doing really bad.
Anastasia
Anastasia's 98.
97 or 98? I'll say 98. Yeah.
97.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm
good.
good. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well, it'll be, let's see, who's it first? Austin? I think it's Austin.
JPO.
Okay, sorry. I'm way off.
And
JPO, you're first.
Anastasia was boring. Guns Akimbo was awesome. Guns Akimbo.
Yeah.
You're boring.
No argument.
Malcolm. You say.
Your
Okay.
mic's on.
Yeah, you might be muted now.
You're muted.
No, I'm not. Don't tell lies.
He was just thinking, guys.
But I'm pretty sure John Cleese was in Anastasia as well. So there's
Probably.
the second movie popping up here as well, because he was in the first Jungle Book.
So was,
But yeah.
so was Meg Ryan, who we just talked about in Joe vs. Volcano.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like Anastasia enough, but Guns Akimbo was an extremely fun movie. It's just one that actually spawned a lot of memes, oddly enough, because the amount of times I saw a lot of memes of Daniel Radcliffe holding up the guns with the caption like, "Look, one, these are better than Ron's."
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna go Guns Akimbo easily.
Yeah. Richie, what do you think?
Yeah, I liked Anastasia. I haven't watched it since I was a kid, but I thought it was fun. Yeah, Guns Akimbo was great. Yeah, I've actually got a friend in this movie. He's one of the. He's like the. He's doesn't have a big part. He's just one of the. He's one of the stream. He's like one of the streamers. He's an Indian guy, tech guy. He's one of the Terran Mumbai. Shout out to him. New Zealand comedian. But yeah. Yeah, this man it's a lot of fun. Yeah, and it's sort of like, I don't know, it's almost like Free Guy, but a better version of Free Guy. I don't know. I was kind of
A better and like way more violent version.
Yeah. And I liked it. I always like seeing Reese Darby pop up there. He had a fun role. Samara Weaving's great, and yeah, I just had a lot of fun with this movie. So yeah, Guns Akimbo.
Yeah. Austin. What do you think?
No, Jacob.
No, Jacob.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Wow.
You forgot the man of the hour.
I'm not even here.
Sorry.
What we're going for.
You're still here.
Listen, you can say what you want about my selections, but I'm still here.
He's still a person.
Right.
I still have feelings,
He's a human being.
I'm a person.
He's become
My name
another
is Jacob.
person.
I believe about the rest of you.
Anastasia, I think, is a great animated movie. Much like Curious George, I think this could be a sneaky contender for that A tier when we get to the 90s. Although 90s is going to be tough. Guns Akimbo, it's bonkers, it's crazy, it's a lot of fun. I think this is the perfect example of Daniel Radcliffe having that Harry Potter money and saying, "Hey, I'll do what I want," and he does, and it's great. So I'm going to go with Guns Akimbo as well.
Yeah. Austin.
So you know how when we were kids and you had a certain amount of VHS tapes, and most of them just got a lot of rotation because you just watched a lot what you owned. I'm pretty sure we owned Anastasia, and yet it never got watched like ever because I think like my parents like blind bought it for us. I think I watched it one time and it just sat at the bottom of the pile after that. Like I don't remember thinking it was as good as some of the other 90s stuff. I don't know, but who knows? I haven't seen it in whatever 25 years, so I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a rewatch before our team ranker. Who knows? But yeah, I saw Guns Akimbo probably 4 or 5 months ago or something, not too long ago, and yeah, it was a good time. So I'll go with Guns Akimbo.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate Anastasia for what it is. I mean, I do like the song "Once Upon a December." Same with Sarah; she's a fan of that song. And I once did like a sort of like prank sort of thing to my ex-wife where during Christmas time we were going to go look at some Christmas lights. She mentioned she likes that song "Once Upon a December." That it's kind of a Christmas song. So I made a playlist with like 10 different versions of the same song by like different people. And so I was like, here goes the Christmas playlist in the car while we're looking at Christmas lights. And it's the same song over and over. And she's like, enough, turn this off. And she just like grabs my phone and shuts it off. But she's like, you ruined the song for me. But
that would drive me fucking bonkers anyway.
Yeah, just over and over again. Yeah. Because there are like a bunch of different versions, surprisingly. So, but Guns Akimbo is great. It's a lot of fun. Like, it's violent. It's got some great humor. It's just like, yeah, it's just Daniel Radcliffe having fun, just picking great roles again. So yeah, it kind of reminds you of that movie Nerve, but like way more violent and way more guns in that. Like it's like kind of like a like game everybody's watching online kind of similar thing. So yeah, I'll go with Guns Akimbo. Guns Akimbo, cool. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I mean, Anastasia is that the animated movie that everyone thought was Disney when it first came out, but it was actually Fox. Now it technically is Disney.
Oh,
well,
wow.
everyone thought it was Disney when it came out, but
yeah, but now it is.
It's now owned by Disney.
So Brothers at 2017.
No, Brothers is like 2005 or not 2005, 2007 or 8.
I think it's 2009. I'm gonna say
2009.
2009. Mom and Dad's at 2018.
2016.
2015.
Meet in the middle, Austin and Richie.
2017.
2017.
Okay, I got the right 2017 right for one of them. Anyway,
I'm always like in the right area. Like some of them, like I live more with pre-2000 stuff as far as like being more dead on. So yeah, recent stuff's a little tougher. But yeah, all right.
Yeah, for the Nick Cage match, we gotta have Mom and Dad. Like this movie is crazy.
I don't know if it's on the list honestly because it's a kind of a lesser movie.
Which is why I'm bringing it up today.
Well,
I don't know.
What should be on the list?
Yeah, Nick Cage is way more than Keanu, so I had to be picky.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah,
well, I'll shout it out as an honorable mention because especially the like first trailer is like bonkers. It's like crazy. Yeah, but I think it's Malcolm first.
Malcolm.
What do you got?
Didn't I go first for the last one?
No, you did not.
No,
you did. No, it was Jake.
Second.
I mean, good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't seen either of these movies. Mum and Dad sounds interesting, and I know that when we did the Nicolas Cage Redux episode for Rankin, everyone saying watch it. I never got around to it, but after looking up the cast list, Doc Oz has a cameo in Mum and Dad, so I'm going to vote Brothers.
Sure, yeah. Richie.
Fair enough. Your Mum and Dad is bonkers. It's a fun ride. Brothers is really good. It's a great Jake Gyllenhaal performance. Great Great Tobey Maguire performance in it, and Natalie Portman's good in it too. It's just a great kind of commentary on post PTSD, and it's a tough watch, but the acting is really good. And so as much as Mum Dad is bonkers, I'm gonna go Brothers here.
Yeah, Jacob, what you got?
Yeah, so Spider-Man, Mysterio, and Jane get in a love triangle.
Yeah.
No, Brothers is really good. Great performances. I particularly remember the scene at the dinner table where Toby just like goes off. And the little girl, I don't know her name, but she's it's a solid kid performance. Mom and Dad, like Richie said, bonkers. Parents going crazy and trying to murder their children. That's the premise of a movie, and it's a lot of fun. But usually I will go for the crazy bonkers movie, but I think the performances in Brothers are just really really good. So I'm gonna go with Brothers.
Yeah. Austin, what do you think?
Whatever happened to Neville, Dean, and Taylor, who made the Crank movies and Ghost Rider 2 and Gamer, and then one of them, Taylor, made Mom and Dad, and then made that Christopher Maloney series, Happy. My ex watched that show.
Oh yeah, Happy.
Or Christopher Maloney,
that movie's good.
The rabbit.
I mean,
the
series.
TV show, dude. Patton Oswalt is a thing.
Yeah. But
Or
this is the
Christian
last
Harloff
movie they
hyping
made,
that up.
and it's like I kind of miss those guys making these really just wacky movies and things. I wish they would come back and make another movie. I'd like to see them direct like The Meg 2 or something. Just that would get me more excited about that movie. That's a wacky movie. But yeah, I also want to champion Brothers. I remember renting it from Netflix DVD, it was a decent little movie about PTSD. Yeah, Tobey Maguire's really good at that movie, so I'll give it to Brothers.
Yeah, actually, really like this matchup because they're both movies where where people go like sort of crazy in it. I mean, kind of more craziness in Mom and Dad. Like I remember that trailer when it came out when he's like doing the Hokey Pokey song. You put your left foot in, you put your left foot out, and you shake it all out. And he's like has an axe in his hand and like just going crazy. Like it's just perfect for Nick Cage. Like I don't know, like for his kind of bonkersness and like crazy side. But I also think Brothers is really really great. Yeah, just kind of seeing Tobey Maguire just go off the deep end and just like a freak out because I think it's like Jake Gyllenhaal is with his wife now because they thought he was dead, and so like he was the brother to take care of his wife. Was one of those things. Like, if you die, I'll take care of your family, that kind of thing. So and he was, and then he came back, and it's a whole kind of love triangle thing. So so I'll go with Brothers. That's pretty good. JPO.
Yeah, it's a close one. Mom and Dad's fun. I think another short one here too. You kind of breeze through, but just slightly more intrigued by Brothers. The performances, the dramatic chops. I'm gonna go Brothers.
Yeah, so it'll be Brothers.
I don't believe Brothers was actually written by one half of the Game of Thrones writers.
Okay.
Well, I believe the person. I think he's married to Amanda Peet. That dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We got here Fear Street.
Yeah, we got Fear Street. So I'm cheating here because I think the trilogy plays as a whole movie, and they were all released like very close together. So I'm kind of cheating on this one and including the trilogy because I kind of watched them all together. I think they really work as a whole movie, as a whole story. Going up against August Rush.
I think I got this one. Fear Street 2021, August Rush 2007.
2007, that's right. Yeah.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so it's gonna be Richie first. So
cool. I've only seen. I mean, like I could judge part one of Fear Street. I've seen part one. I haven't got around to that one. But part one, Arrowstein's more adult ones. I think I really dug it. I really need to get the episode too. I did. Yeah. There's a rumor that they're going to continue continue these. So I do hope so, because I'm going to do like the first one. I haven't seen the other two, but yeah, it is it's bonkers, but I really enjoyed it. August Rush is a good movie too. Sort of with what's his name? Freddie Highmore, Robin Williams. It's an underrated movie. It's quite charming, but I don't know. I guess just because I'm more lean towards horror, I'm going to go Fear Street here.
Yeah. Sounds good. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, Fear Street was a big surprise to me because I'm not a horror guy, but I really enjoyed these three movies and the kind of the story they were telling, and I like the different time periods that were chosen to kind of tell this story. I thought it was a really smart. I think it all worked. If I had to choose a favorite, I think that middle part is my favorite. I think it's really good. But yeah, I think they're all really solid. August Rush, fun movie about music. I think Freddie Highmore gives it was a good performance. Robin Williams is good. But I don't lean horror, but I find myself going there this time. I'm gonna go Fear Street.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm Austin.
I'm ashamed to say, even as the horror guy, I never got around to those Fear Street movies. So I need to. I've been meaning to just sit down one day and just watch all of them. But yeah, I know they were a little behind on that one. But I'm kind of way more likely to watch those than August Rush, which is a music movie. I know it is. Sorry, Jacob. It just kind of is. I missed August Rush. I am familiar with it, but yeah, I'll go Fear Street.
Yeah. So normally I'm not a fan when people cheat, but it's your birthday, so I'll let it pass. It's fine. And I've never seen Fear Street, but the thing is, though, I'm not a big fan of August Rush. I mean, it was all right. It was fine, but the Fear Street. I read some of the books, and they're kind of like Goosebumps for like young adults, and yeah, the books are pretty decent. So I'll go with Fear Street.
I wouldn't mind more of those Goosebumps books. I know they did the Goosebumps movies, but more of the actual stories being made into like more sort of kid horror movies, or them. I know they did the TV show in the 90s. I have it on DVD.
Yeah, they have one of the coolest theme songs ever.
Yeah.
It
was a good theme song. I'd like to see
better than the movies.
Some updated versions of that. I don't know. I'd like, or do another TV show where they remix some of those. Like,
I think I got season 1 here somewhere.
Yeah, I have the whole series on a bootleg Blu-ray. Yeah, so yeah.
What they need to do is they need to make the movies, but they need to have the movies based on like individual books. So I feel like the movies that they tried to encompass a bunch of books into one.
They should do a new anthology series or a series of anthology movies and have like little shorts, of all the books.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of cool. I don't know.
We'd be down for that. Yeah, but JPO, what do you think?
Alrighty. Actually never got around to August Rush. Just one of those musicals that I just never jumped to, even though August is the best month of the year. I do like the Fear Street trilogy, so I'm gonna go Fear Street.
Yeah. Sounds good. Yeah, August is a great month. I just found out that the NF is coming to Salt Lake in August. I'm trying to get tickets. So
me and JP were born then. But also
nice.
That's not
Malcolm, what do you think?
I'm also not a fan when people cheat. I'm not going to let it slide. I'm going to vote just based on the one you put there. But luckily enough, I love all the Fear Street movies on their own equally anyway. So I was going to vote for that anyway. Because the first one is really surprising. And it's because of the high quality of the first one, it made me want to actually check out the other ones when they were released week after, because I believe these were released 1 week apart.
Mm-hmm.
And and it's one of those ones like with what you were saying about Goosebumps, I don't think there's enough material in just one book for to sustain a whole movie on its own. But I do like Austin's idea of doing an anthology type thing, and I think there is some sort of like the Night of the Living Dummy saga, which you could probably maybe make into one movie with those 3 books combined. I don't know, but I'm
I
going
want to see Say Cheese and Die. That was one of my favorites.
Yeah, I like
Take a
that.
picture and they die. Yeah, but is Fear Street on Netflix? Is that where you watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or is
it's
it-
an Netflix exclusive. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll have to check those out. But yeah, I guess it's Fear Street.
And also, usually I don't like cheaters, but it's your birthday. That's something your loving partner would never say. Good
Yeah,
cheater.
right.
It's your birthday.
Yeah, on your birthday you can cheat this once. Yeah.
Fun
All
fact,
right.
in the TV series Say Cheese and Die, I believe that was Ryan Gosling in it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool.
So hang on. Spirit.
awesome.
I'm gonna say 2000. Small Soldiers 98.
I know Small Soldiers 98.
That
for
sounds
sure.
right.
Yeah. Spirit is in the early 2000s because it's in our tier ranking tournament coming up. So, yeah, I would say 2000 or 2001, something like that. Yeah.
Is 2002.
And Small Soldiers 98.
Okay.
Small Soldiers is 98. Yeah, and Small Soldiers is
Yeah.
actually one I just
Abby
rewatched
Jacob
last
first.
night. Yeah, I just rewatched it last night. Had a lot of fun with it. Had as much fun with it this time as I did, when I was as a kid watching it with my parents and my brothers. Spirit, it's just I think it's one of DreamWorks' more underrated movies. I think the big ones get talked about for obvious reasons, but I think this one is still really solid. I think it's another a contender for that A tier, maybe S tier, depending on how the rest of the panel feels about it. Because I do think it's really good, but I'm gonna go Small Soldiers here because I like I said, rewatched it yesterday, had a lot of fun with it, and so that will get my vote.
Yeah, sounds good. From Austin, what do you think?
I'm looking at a list right now, trying to see if I actually like any horse movies. The 50 best horse movies. I'm looking at a thing. I don't think I like a single one of these movies. No. So
You know how they do, right?
So I probably wouldn't like Spirit. So I'll say Small Soldiers.
Like Seabiscuit or Dreamer?
No, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like War Horse. I don't like. I don't like any of these movies. No.
Let's stretch
Black
horse
Stallion?
movies
That
and go to
Black Stallion. I don't like that movie. I don't like Secretary.
You don't like the Horse Whisperer? That's a short movie.
No.
Black Beauty?
Yeah. Nope.
What about movies with horses? And let's go to the new Planet of the Apes trilogy.
I mean, if people are just riding horses because it's in a Western, that doesn't count. I just mean like movies where it's about the fucking horse. I don't think I like any of these movies. No, I think these are all pretty bad.
What about John Wick on a horse?
That's
John
what
Wick
I just
3.
said. People on a horse, it's fine. I mean, movies where it's about the horses. I don't think any of them are good. So
Now I kind of want to see a tournament fights of horses versus monkey movies.
Oh God.
That'd be like pass on every one for me. Almost. Yeah. No monkey movies.
What'd you vote for again, Jacob? I was looking at
Small
the horse
Soldiers.
list. Small Soldiers. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jordan.
You're voting Small Soldiers, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I don't want horse movies. I don't like horse movies.
Right.
I'm
All right,
confirming
sure.
that right now.
Well,
I don't like
yeah.
Flicka.
Well,
I don't like fucking Lady Hawk.
My
I
friend
don't
Flicka.
like. No, I don't like any of these movies. These are all.
Well,
yeah.
Well, say Spirited has a great soundtrack by Hans Zimmer. Like it's like a really, really good, like a great score. I mean, and Spirited, the Stallion of the Cimarron, not to be confused with the Spirited musical with Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell, but this one's Spirit, right? It's not Spirited,
Yeah,
though, right?
it's the Spirit.
Okay, Spirit. Yeah.
It's not the
So
Spirit. That's a
yeah,
it's not the
yeah,
Spirit.
you wouldn't get it confused.
Maybe.
Yeah,
But
but
imagine if the Spirit was a horse movie. Yeah.
yeah, but that's one of the things when I was a missionary for my church that they didn't want us listening to like like contemporary music just to stay in like a certain mindset, but we were able to listen to as many movie scores as we wanted to, so I came loaded with every movie score that I could think of. So listened to Spirited quite a bit actually. But
it's called Spirit, guys. It's fine.
yeah, Spirit, yeah, right.
All about the
That's it.
spirit.
But yeah, Small Soldiers I have a lot of fun with though. That like this is one that I watch quite a bit. Like it's a great movie with Phil Hartman. I don't know if it was his last movie, but it was pretty close, I think. But and then Tommy Lee Jones is like the voice of like one of the main toy, and yeah, and then it's an early one for Kristen Dunst. So yeah, I will vote for Small Soldiers. Yeah, JPO.
Yeah, I don't want to vote for a horse either. And I love Small Soldiers. This and like Indian in the Cupboard always captured my imagination as a kid. Toy Story, where I just
Yeah.
really wanted toys to come alive. So I love Small Soldiers. I collected some of these characters you see. So Small Soldiers.
Yeah, like I wish the Indian in the Cupboard would have performed better because I read all those books when I was a kid. There's multiple books.
Just your daily reminder that Horse Whisperer was 2 hours and 49 minutes when we went on.
Oh yeah,
It's the
on a
exact
rant
same
about
length.
that.
I just looked at it. 2 hours and 49 minutes is also the length of Saving Private Ryan. So you know,
same length. Nice.
Hmm.
Well, Malcolm, do you like horse movies?
he likes the Horse Whisperer.
I
Yeah.
also like the Black Beauty from 2021. I think it's really good.
Oh, I like Black Beauty. It's a movie I watched with my grandma because it's that type of movie.
That sounds about right.
But yeah, I mean, I haven't seen Spirit. I'm probably going to check it out for Rankin because Matt Damon is as a voice in this. So I'm probably going to check it out.
Nice.
It's been ages since I've seen Small Soldiers. So I really don't remember too much. I remember watching it a lot as a kid. But I'm going to go.
Remember the Gorgons, those alien creatures.
Gorgonites, I believe that's what they're called.
Yeah, Gorgonites. That's what it is. Yeah, Gorgonites.
And I didn't know that. I just looked it up.
Oh,
but
okay. I was gonna say.
But yeah, so yeah, I'm going to go Small Soldiers in it. It actually wasn't Phil Hartman's last movie. Phil Hartman's last movie was called Buster and Chauncey's Silent Night.
Oh, weird. There must have been an animated movie, I'm guessing. But,
yeah, I mean, all three of his final movies after he died, but Small Soldiers was one of them, Buster and Chauncey's Silent Night was the other, and then Kiki's Delivery Service was the other. That like the last movie before he died was Jingle All the Way.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
This was released after his death.
Yeah. Well, Richie, what do you think?
Yeah, I love Small Soldiers. I go back to it a lot. I had such a, I mean, I still do. It's such a crush on Kristen Dunst. I mean, man, yeah, when I was a kid, still, yeah, and yeah, I love this movie. Man, you know, and I think, you know, Horse Whisperer, I think maybe earned its link. Rob Redford had a lot to say to that horse, so you know, I think it, you know,
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, I think you know, 3 hours is fine. No, you know, I like horses. I won't stand for this horse slander. No.
Well, I'll slander.
Neither would my grandma.
I'll slander. You know, Horse Whisperer, which is longer than Infinity War.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
anyway,
I still don't. I don't get that. I still don't. How the fuck is that movie that long?
I don't know. You know, maybe it takes a while to convey the message to horses. I mean, I don't know.
Sure.
But the Small Soldiers is a lot of fun. Yeah, just you know that scene with like the you know the evil Barbie doll, the dolls come to life. It's so freaky, but again, it's great. I wouldn't mind seeing like sort of a remake to this movie. Oh, gonna be fun. So Small Soldiers.
Yeah. Yeah, I love when they get like all the flamethrowers and the nail guns and all that stuff. They're causing some real carnage and stuff. It's pretty fun. And also, too, speaking of a birthday episode, and Kristen Dunst was in the last one. That's one of the few celebrities I share a birthday with. I don't share a birthday with many, but Kristen Dunst, I guess. But
Me
anyway.
and Malcolm happen to share a birthday with one Dustin Runnels. aka Goldust.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
it's 53 today.
Nice.
Grandpa Goldie.
Still
Ooh.
wrestling.
We have The Place Beyond the Pines going up against Friends with Benefits.
Is it Austin first?
Yeah, Friends with Benefits. Yeah, same year as No Strings Attached. I get them confused. They're both meh. I think Place Beyond the Pines is pretty good. Yeah, it kind of plays like an anthology movie. I think Ryan Gosling has the best segment of that, but I think it's still a decent movie. I'll go Place Beyond the Pines.
Yeah, I've actually never seen The Place Beyond the Pines. So, is that I'm gonna say
2012.
2017?
2012.
Oh, it's 2012.
Yeah.
I thought old. Okay, and then Friends with Benefits has to be like 2009 or
That was 2011, I think. That was when they both came out.
2011.
yeah. Okay. Well,
Those double years.
Friends with Benefits, I think it is decent. I mean, I'll defend Justin Timberlake as an actor. I actually do like him as an actor, but he definitely has charisma. I'll just say that. But and I've never seen The Place Beyond the Pines, but like it looks way more interesting. So, and it's one I need to add to my list of movies to watch because I want to see it, and I'm a big Ryan Gosling fan. So let's go The Place Beyond the Pines. JPO.
Yeah, I mean, there's some chemistry between Kudus and Timberlake. I'm even kind of torn as to whether I like this better or the Kutcher Portman one. They're kind of on par for me here. And so, yeah, I'm going to go Place Beyond the Pines here. There's some really great dramatic moments here. Even shout out to the kid actors, not kid actors, but teens, Dane DeHaan and Emery Cohen. I think give really good performances as well.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm just double checking something quickly. Because you are going to get
double checking that Horse Whisperer is longer than Goodfellas? Because it is.
No.
It was longer than The Place Beyond the Pines.
Yeah.
No. But I was about to say I was just making sure that I actually included it before I said it. You will get a chance to watch. You will get a chance to watch Place Beyond the Pines when we get into the latter series because it is going to be in the 2013 series anyway.
Yeah.
And Jacob did mention this at the start.
Letterboxd.
Yeah, I was about to add on to that by going. I get you were going off Letterboxd. Like I was only just saying it because that Jordan's going to have a chance to watch it before the 2013 tournament. But yeah, I haven't seen Place Beyond the Pines myself. That's another one I'm also probably going to try and watch for this. But I'm going to go with Friends with Benefits.
Yeah. Richie, what do you think?
So I went to get Place Beyond the Pines out of my shelf, and I realized I hadn't opened it. I was like, "Fuck!"
Oh,
I was like, "I have seen it." Yeah, I have seen it. It's brilliant. Yeah, I just haven't. I just probably haven't watched it since I bought it. I don't know why. I didn't get around to it. But yeah, it's a brilliant movie. I love it. I like anthology movies. Yeah, and Friends with Benefits is all right. It's okay. They got good chemistry. It's weird that like the weirdest casting ever is like Woody Harrelson plays like a gay best friend or whatever it is. It's weird.
Weird.
Unless I'm thinking about No Strings Attached, they're very similar. Yeah. But yeah, it's an alright movie. But yeah, Place Beyond the Pines is fast period in my opinion. So I'll go Place Beyond the Pines.
Yeah.
Is Friends with Benefits the one with Andy Samberg in a small role in it?
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up. Andy Samberg and I believe Emma Stone at the beginning.
Oh wow.
They play the ones that are breaking up with Mila Kunis and Justin Timberlake.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Friends
with Benefits is just a fun time. I think Timberlake and Kunis have pretty decent chemistry, and yeah, it's just a fun watch. Place Beyond the Pines, though, I think is a really good good story, kind of almost like Austin said, almost anthology like where they kind of connect it. and I think they do it really well. I think, yeah, like you said, I do think Ryan Gosling's part is the strongest, but like I think that's like 9.5 out of 10. Like I think it's nearly perfect in my opinion, and I think the rest of the stuff is still like a solid like 7.5 to an 8.5. So it's still still think it's like a really really good movie, and I've gone back to it a few times, and yeah, it works. I'm gonna go with the Place Beyond the Pines.
Yeah, it's gonna be Placed Beyond the Pines.
All right, this might be the last. Yeah, this is the last one. We have Prince Avalanche going up against Prince Caspian.
Prince. Two Prince movies. Okay.
That's yeah.
And it's me first. I don't know what Prince Avalanche is. I've never heard of it before. So, but
I do because of a text message Jacob sent me. We'll get to that in a minute.
Okay. Who is that? Like, is anyone?
It's Paul Rudd and
Rudd
Emil
and
Hirsch.
Yeah, Emil Hirsch.
Oh, weird. Actually, cool. Like, more cool than
Yeah.
weird.
So
yeah.
I guess before, so people can know
Yeah.
the movie if they don't.
Sure.
Paul Rudd plays. They work on a road crew. They've been a fire, and Paul Rudd and Emil Hirsch are painting lines and fixing the roads. And you know they stay out in tents and stuff. And Paul Rudd is dating Emil Hirsch's sister, and so it's kind of about their relationship, and just you know they butt heads like you know, and then but yeah, it's a really good script, really good performances, like Steven just mentioned in the comments. It is a David Gordon Green movie, I believe. He both wrote and directed it. Yeah, it's got some funny moments. I think some of the dialogue is really good, and yeah, it's on. I believe I saw it on HBO Max is where I saw it. So I would highly recommend it. I do think it's like 85-90 minutes. Breezes by, really really good watch.
Is that Emil Hirsch on the cover?
Yeah.
So he's pretty young. So it's got to be like 2004 or 3, something like that. I don't know.
2013.
It's 2013.
Okay. Wow, he's that young in
He
2013.
just looks young.
Yeah, he probably just looks like it. Yeah, but yeah, cool. That sounds better than the Chronicles of Narnia Prince Caspian. So I'll go Prince Avalanche. I'll have to check it out. So, JPO.
Yeah, I've seen Prince Avalanche. There's a couple really interesting scenes in it that kind of won me over. So Prince Avalanche.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah, I probably should put Prince Avalanche in the. I don't think I've got this in the 2013 tournament.
Oh yeah,
but yeah,
I've
I've seen it. I mean, it's interesting. I do kind of want to give it another watch though, because I think I may have missed the point of it a little bit, but it's fun. I'm still going to go Prince Caspian. I really love that one. So
yeah. Richie,
Haven't seen Prince Avalanche. Hadn't heard of it until just now, but yeah, it's a good cast, and you sold me on it. I'm not the biggest Narnia guy, so I'll go Prince Avalanche.
Yeah, sounds good. Jacob.
Yeah, well, I really enjoy, like I said earlier, I enjoy the first two Chronicles of Narnia movies. Prince Avalanche was just such a surprise. I think Paul Rudd, you know, because it's just Paul Rudd and Emil Hirsch, and there's some scenes where it's just Paul Rudd. There's a scene in particular where he's in like the remains of a burnt down house, kind of, you know, playing what it would be like if he was married or living with Emil Hirsch's sister, I think, and it's a really really good scene. Just solid acting from him. And yeah, this is one that I also rewatched a few days ago because it had been a while since I watched it for the first time, and Yeah, it was really good even on the rewatch. So I'm gonna go with Prince Avalanche. I think more people should watch this movie. It's really good.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm Austin. What are you
So
gonna go for?
Jacob texted me and said, "Have you seen Prince Avalanche?" And I said, "No, I don't know what that is." So then I looked it up, and it was free everywhere except for Tubi. Oddly enough, it was free everywhere.
Yeah,
I watched it on YouTube.
Where's it-
It was one of YouTube's
it's the
free
place you'd
movies.
think. Yeah.
So I watched it right before we went live tonight. I fucking hated this movie. I hated everything
Really?
about this movie.
Really?
I fucking despised this movie. I hated
Really?
the dialogue. I hated the characters. There was no. It's one of these artsy, fucking quirky, independent movies that has no plot. It's just meandering fucking nonsense. And I hated it. Fucking hated this movie. I'm sorry, Jacob. I hated this movie. Fucking hated it. I didn't like it. Jordan, you would hate this movie too if you actually watched it. You would hate this movie.
Sure.
Well, I'm
that's-
sorry, I didn't like it.
It's good to know another
I-
opinion on it.
I'm glad I watched it because I didn't know I was going to be this furious about it after I saw it. But you know, like I'm sorry, Jacob. I am, but I didn't like it. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
So I'll vote for Prince Caspian.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, I think it's going to be Prince Avalanche.
That's the end.
All right.
So we'll get to the second round.
All right. There we go.
You have the producers going up against Imperium.
And me, Malcolm.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't it JPO first? I think he's first.
No, he went for or yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine. I missed.
He went first last time. Yeah. So JPO.
I'm gonna say Imperium.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Does Imperium have singing and dancing? I'm gonna go to the producers.
Well, maybe it should. No, it probably shouldn't. Richie.
You probably shouldn't.
I swear I'm not a Nazi.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I've seen Gunther do karaoke. He's pretty fun. No, yeah, I'm actually gonna go Imperium here.
Yeah. Jacob.
Imperium.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, Imperium.
Yeah, I'll go with Imperium.
All right. Up next, we have Slice and Hardball.
All right. So this time it'll be Malcolm.
Yeah, I'm going to go for the underdog this time. Slice.
Yeah. Richie.
Slice.
Yeah. Jacob.
Slice.
Austin.
Haven't seen it, but Slice.
I'll go with Hardball. I'm a big fan of that movie. JPO.
Hardball.
Yeah.
But Slice is in the poll.
Sweet Slice.
Yay.
In there, yeah. Right.
We have After Yang and Sleepy Hollow.
All right. We Richie yet?
After Yang.
Yeah. Jacob.
Give me a few more rewatches. I might go After Yang, but right now I'm going to go Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah. I'm Austin.
Had a long time crush on Christina Ricci, Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I'm also kind of had a crush on her. So, and also I haven't seen After Yang. So,
So did Malcolm, apparently.
yeah. JPO.
Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah. Malcolm.
We probably should get a Johnny Depp movie into the poll for Jacob's favorite movies. So Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
Actually,
Appreciate it.
Oh, and Tim Burton Johnny Depp movie. Too,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I was going to say Malcolm's dog's a lot younger, so he's probably like, I'm more of a General Ortega guy myself, you know?
Yeah. Right.
And we got Easy A and the Birdcage.
I thought it'd be interesting if on Wednesday they had Christina Ricci play Morticia and just kind of throw that.
That'd
out
be
there.
it. That would've been
Yeah.
She's old enough to be the mom now. Like I think
Yeah,
that'd
she
be
is.
Be a nice little callback. You know what I'm saying? Like if she could play it. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it'll be Jacob first.
Yeah. The Birdcage.
Yeah. Austin.
I'm probably gonna get that rewatch done soon, so I'll say the Birdcage.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go with the Birdcage. JPO.
Birdcage.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Easy, yeah.
Yeah. Richie.
Birdcage.
Ooh, it'll be the Birdcage.
JPO, you said you got a bounce, man. Anything you want to plug?
Yeah.
Bounce? Yeah.
The usual shticks, the Pierce Wrestling, but most importantly, happy birthday to our boys Malcolm and Jacob. We love you, buddies.
One of
Yeah,
these
yeah.
Also,
thanks again.
what about Bob?
Yeah. Cool.
All right.
Have a good night, everybody.
Sure.
You too. All right. So what about Bob?
I'm up first. I'll go. What about Bob? Also.
And I'll also go. What about Bob? Malcolm.
What about Bob?
Richie.
What about Bob?
Yeah. Jacob.
What about Bob?
Yeah.
Is what about Bob going to be in our punctuation tournament?
Yeah. It will be. Yes, indeed.
We got Guns Akimbo and Brothers. Ooh.
And it's me first, right?
Yeah.
Man, yeah, this one's one of the tougher matchups. I really like both of these movies, but I got to go Guns Akimbo. That movie is a lot of fun. So yeah, Guns Akimbo. Malcolm.
Guns Akimbo.
Yeah. Richie.
I'll go Brothers.
Yeah. Jacob.
I'll also go Brothers.
Yeah. That's down to you, Austin.
Guns Akimbo.
Yeah.
Not
Guns
mad at
Akimbo.
it. Not mad at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The poll.
Could we get Daniel Radcliffe versus Daniel Radcliffe in the
Could.
finals?
We could.
We got
Maybe.
Fear Street going up against Small Soldiers.
All right, and it'll be Malcolm first.
Fear Street.
Yeah. Richie.
Small Soldiers.
Jacob.
Fear Street.
Austin.
I've seen this with Small Soldiers.
Yeah, I've only seen Small Soldiers, so let's go Small Soldiers.
Place Beyond the Pines and Prince Avalanche.
Hey, Austin, what are we going for?
Yeah. What are you going for?
I'm curious now. Yeah.
Well, you're up first, Richie.
Malcolm.
It's,
I thought
no,
Malcolm
That's right.
it's me.
JPO ducked out, so I have my thing out of order.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Okay.
okay.
That's all good.
Yeah.
Place Beyond the Pines.
Yeah. Jacob.
Yeah, Place Beyond the Pines.
Austin?
Yeah, definitely Place Beyond the Pines.
Well, these are two I haven't seen, but let's go Place Beyond the Pines. Malcolm?
Also, was just really angry about Prince Avalanche moving on, so he forgot the order. I'm going to place Beyond the
Let's
Pines.
just say it made me think more and more that David Gordon Green fluked out with the first two Halloween movies. Like,
Yeah.
you know, because like I hated Halloween Ends, and then like I watched this, and I'm like, I didn't like that movie either. So maybe I'm just not a David Gordon Green fan. I think he fluked out with Halloween, 2018.
Maybe so.
And I just like how crazy Halloween Kills is. I don't know. So
Yeah.
All right, so we have Imperium and Slice.
It'll be Jacob, right?
Jacob.
Yeah.
Imperium.
I'm Austin.
Yeah, this time I'll have to go Imperium because I've actually seen it.
I haven't seen either one of these, but I'd watch Imperium first. So. Malcolm?
Slice.
Yeah. Richie?
Imperium.
Yeah. Imperium.
Okay.
All right. And we got Sleepy Hollow in the Birdcage.
Mm. It'll be Austin first.
Yeah, it's two I need to rewatch that I haven't seen in a long time. Much more likely to want to have sex with Christina Ricci than Robin Williams, so I'll say Sleepy Hollow.
Well, he does play a gay character in it.
Especially these days.
Yeah,
Never mind.
or Nathan Lane or Gene Hackman.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go with the Birdcage because I like that better. Malcolm?
Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah. Richie?
Sleepy Hollow. No sexual reasons needed.
Yeah, sure. Wait, did you vote, Jacob?
Also, Sleepy Hollow.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, we have What About Bob and Guns Akimbo.
Ooh,
By
this
By
is
the way,
one of-
does anybody
one of the
get
tough-
sometimes Sleepy Hollow and From Hell mixed up?
Sometimes they're very kind of similar.
Yeah, I get
it's
those
still
mixed up
Johnny.
all the
It came
time.
out like 2 years later, and From Hell also it's like Johnny Depp in the same kind of time period. Gothic kind of
Yeah.
horror movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, from
from
oh my god, okay, from Hell's Heather Graham, right? Yeah, that's right.
yeah, but it's
Yeah.
like they both have similar posters. They're both like kind of almost similar
Yeah.
premises. Yeah, it's very very similar. So, anyways,
All right. I think it's you first, Austin.
no, I went first last time.
Okay, so it's
It's
me.
you, yeah.
Oh man, this one's freaking tough. But in the long run, I might like What About Bob better, but I want to show some love to Guns Akimbo because that's a lot of fun. So Guns Akimbo. Malcolm.
I'm gonna go for What About Bob?
Yeah. Richie.
What about Bob?
Jacob.
Guns Akimbo.
Yeah. And Austin.
What about Bob?
Ooh, it'll be What About Bob?
That's close though.
Yeah.
All right, Small Soldiers and The Place Beyond the Pines.
It'll be Malcolm first.
This is tough. Because do I go for a movie that I want to see versus a movie that I've not seen? I'm going to go for. A movie that I haven't. A movie that I want to see, but a movie that I have seen is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But, yeah, I'm going to go Place Beyond the Pines.
Yeah. Richie.
Small Soldiers.
Yeah. Jacob.
Small Soldiers.
Austin.
Place Beyond the Pines.
I'll go with the one I've seen, Small Soldiers. yeah. One of the fun Tommy Lee Jones roles. I mean, I guess he has a few fun ones, but he's just a grump in real life.
Well,
Yeah, he's
I
fun.
would be in our Tommy Lee Jones. We're thinking Tommy Lee Jones versus Harrison Ford, two grumpy old men.
Yeah.
That
Grumpy.
that also have a crossover with The Fugitive, so that makes sense.
But he's got 6 or 7 movies I'm thinking of that are actually pretty fun roles for Tommy Lee Jones. So I don't know.
You know who sort of take it. You know who's sort of like becoming that old grumpy curmudgeon in those later years. Hugh Grant. You could do him too.
Yeah.
Well, I
They're having fun in a few of the
that
movies
would be,
he's been
if you're
in.
gonna do a versus, you do Hugh Grant versus Colin Firth, right? Something like that.
Yeah, although I will say, like Hugh Grant, he's got this switch in his career. Where he's like, I don't want to be the romantic comedy guy. I'm going to have fun in my movies. He was a lot of fun in Dungeons and Dragons. He's a lot of fun in a lot of movies now.
No, he's been doing fun stuff because I think he's also that guy who's got FU money now, so yeah, he doesn't care. So
Isn't that Guy Ritchie movie where like he was pretty fun? I forget.
He's fun.
The Gentleman.
Yeah, The Gentleman. Yeah, but we could do. It's had in my head. Freaking Richard Gere versus Hugh Grant. We could do that.
The romantic comedy list.
Yeah, they have like similar career paths. But
I mean, just a little bit off topic, but because of a movie that we've had earlier, you could do David Gordon Green versus Tom Green versus Seth Green.
you do all the greens. Yeah, you could.
Versus Eva Green.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm for the fun of it, just throwing Rachel Green to the mix.
Oh, from Friends. Yeah, but who hasn't voted yet? Or did everyone vote?
It's a new matchup. We have Imperium and
Oh,
Sleepy
okay.
Hollow.
For some reason, I was thinking. Yeah, but we were still voting. Okay, so who's first? off now.
Richie.
Okay.
I think it's fitting that we get a Johnny Depp match and a Tim Burton match into the finals. So I'm gonna go Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah. Jacob.
Well, this is awkward. Imperium.
I'll take you a favor and you.
Yeah.
I know you're not voting for the Johnny Depp Tim Burton movie. How
Awesome.
dare you? Well,
I know.
I'll do it for you, Jacob. Sleepy Hollow.
We'll keep it interesting. Like I don't love Sleepy Hollow, so like I even like the TV series better than this. So I'll go Imperium. Malcolm.
Sleepy Hollow.
We're all doing it for you.
Despite Jacob's reservations,
Got
we
it
still
done.
got Johnny Depp.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. I just
So-
I'm on an Imperium high.
Yeah.
I think it's great. All right,
Yeah,
up
there
next, although I think whatever makes it in the finals now, like it's going to be very, me. What
Yeah.
about Bob and Small
That's good.
Soldiers?
All right. And I think it's you first, Jacob.
Yeah, let's go. What about Bob?
I'm Austin.
Yeah, no, I always forget it's one of those rare movies directed by Frank Oz. What about Bob? Not a bad director.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, so I'll go. What about Bob?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. What about Bob? Yeah. Malcolm.
What about Bob?
Yeah. Richie.
What about Bob?
Yeah. All right. Here's your final right here. Let's see.
Okay.
Now we're gonna make Jacob go watch this movie since it's his like birthday matchup. Leave it up to you.
It's up to him.
We will. We'll strongly suggest you go watch it. We won't be like as intense about it.
No, Jacob just wait 7 months.
Yeah, yeah. Like I
Why
did.
haven't you been back on the show yet? Oh, I haven't watched this movie yet.
He'll wait
Yeah.
till we match
Yeah.
Johnny Depp up with somebody in a versus match. It'll be Johnny Depp versus
Hey.
somebody.
Hey, Jacob, it's almost
Yeah.
your 33rd birthday. Have you watched the one for your 32nd birthday yet? Oh, I'll watch it tomorrow.
No, this
Yeah.
is my 33rd birthday. But thanks for paying
Oh,
attention.
34.
Oh.
34. Sorry. I don't know. I know you're a year younger than I. Your birthday's a year before. Anyway, that's how I worked it out. But yeah,
Yeah.
well, 33. There you go.
It's fine. Let's just vote.
Yeah. Well, be Austin first.
What about Bob?
Yeah, this one is pretty easily. What about Bob? Malcolm?
What about Bob?
Yeah. Richie?
No, I was going to say Sleepy Hollow, but I feel like Jacob's going to go What About Bob. It doesn't matter at this point because What About Bob's won. But I'll go Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah. Jacob?
I would have gone Sleepy Hollow on this one.
Ooh, but it'll be What About
Yeah,
Bob?
What about Bob?
Nice.
And we got another unique winner to
Yes,
add to
and
the
that-
list.
That one is
Yeah.
number 99 on the master list. The next winning one, it won't be on Malcolm's because it's all actors. But whatever our
Potentially
next
Friday.
actual tournament. No, Friday's a teams thing, so that doesn't really count
Oh.
either.
Yeah. doesn't count
So
either.
the next one that will be a winner, if it's a unique winner, because there are some form winners, will be the Nick Cage, Keanu Reeves with the Schmodown guys.
Oh,
So
that's
Yeah.
next Friday.
next Friday. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
okay.
that'll whatever wins that one will be number 100, unless it's a return winner. Which I'd have
Yeah.
to look at the list and see if there was a Keanu Reeves Nick Cage movie that has won before.
I'm sure there's got to be at least one.
Con Air.
I'll look it up real quick and see. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we've had a John Wick movie. Well, John Wick Chapter 4 won anticipated.
Okay.
John Wick, I believe, won.
Yeah.
John Wick
One
won
anticipated.
one of Richie's. Yeah, I think Richie's original 64, something like that.
Nice.
Yeah. John Wick won Richie's original 64.
And Con Air won something.
Con Air won I think the serial killer.
Yeah, movies with a serial killer.
Yeah. So, just confirming that.
We'll have to explain to the Schmodown guys that when we get into some of the inner matchups, we kind of go with the more unique movies sometimes.
Yeah. So so technically, yeah, Keanu will have 2 former winners in there. Nick Cage will have 1. So, but there's still 61 other movies in there. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, it'll be interesting for sure because like I'm already going to start watching some of those movies, but that I have blind spots for because I don't really have anything to watch before then. So like it's just that'll be the next thing. So
Jordan told me his blind spots. I kind of gave him some priorities to jump into. So
yeah.
Austin and I have one specific movie we need to watch before
Oh
Tuesday.
God. Yeah, I know. Luckily, it's only 70 minutes, so
Yeah.
I'll say that. But it's still going to be a painful 70 minutes.
And it's free on YouTube. If I had to rent this movie, it
Oof.
wouldn't be happening.
Is that that Titanic movie?
Yeah. We can both agreed we'll watch the worst movie on the list just so we can have something for F tier. So we want to watch it.
What is on? Is that the animation tier?
Yeah,
Titanic. It's called like Titanic, the legend.
the legend continues.
Or the legend lives on, or some shit
Something like that,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Just
I-
look
I
up
think
the
I like
my
Titanic-
blind spots
just
for
look up
that. Yeah.
Titanic animated movie. It's on YouTube. It's free. It's 70 minutes. It's supposed
Isn't
to be-
there like two of them though? Like, aren't you?
I don't know. I
Well, there
know.
was one, and then like there's a US release that was like cut and edited down to like 70
there's
minutes.
two- yeah, it's like an Italian movie or something.
Yeah,
And
Interesting.
I know SNL did a little parody short thing called Tidy about
Really?
Titanic. Yeah, maybe I'll pull it up. It's pretty funny. They did like a short film thing called Tidy. I think it's based on that animated movie. They made fun of it.
Really?
But yeah, where the Titanic is like animated, sort of like Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh, one of those TV Funhouse things or something?
Yeah, TV Funhouse things. Yeah,
Yeah,
called
nice.
Tidy. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Well, I don't want to get too far off on a tangent, but if you look at the list you can find of like all of the sketches written by Robert Smigel, and like he did the TV Funhouse, and like they're the most unique things like out of all of SNL, like really like creative stuff, like and not all of it works. Like some of it does, but not all of it. So
one of my favorite things is a thing that I think might actually exist. There's a superhero called Divertor, and he created diversions when you need to divert attention away from something political or something. So it'd be like Divertor comes in and has Sinbad, the comedian, like pull his pants down in front of a group of school children, and so everybody talks about that instead of some war or something. Like the White House, like the president sends Divertor in to do something, and it makes me think of like, oh, we're about to send troops into the Ukraine. Divertor, go put a trans person on Bud Light cans.
Yeah, right.
Have them talk about that so we can like do some other shit or pass this fucking internet restrict act or whatever that basically is the Patriot Act for the internet. So fucking distract
Net
them with
neutrality,
this, whatever. Like distract them with this fucking thing on Facebook. They'll talk about like some stupid shit. So yeah, I don't know.
Well, sad that we can include things like for the 90s, like the ambiguously gay duo or something like that. Yeah,
that shit was funny.
Yeah, that was good stuff. Yeah, but plugs. We'll do some plugs real quick, and then we'll wrap it up. So we'll start with Malcolm. Where can we find you?
Well, you can find me tomorrow. We'll be doing. I'll be showing all these Americans that there is a lot of Kiwi actors they've probably seen in movies before they've not realized it. So it's just something fun I thought of. Because when Jordan said I could do something for my birthday, I was like, I'll do something New Zealand. I was either going to do New Zealand movies or this. And I thought, I'll do this. I was already planning it out for something anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
So it just moved it up ahead of my mind.
I wonder
It'll
if
be
Cliff
interesting.
Curtis will be in the tournament.
Yeah.
Tamara Morrison.
Yeah, Tamara Morrison. Yeah.
I mean,
there's your final matchup, guys.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
a lot of those big ones are there, but I've not put their big movie roles on these
Carl
slides.
Urban.
Are you including Taika Waititi as an actor?
Yeah, I was actually getting that because I found that there is actually I started running out of like New Zealand actors that have been in a lot of American stuff, so I have thrown in some directors, a couple of screenwriters, and there is two. I will say there is two surprising ones that you may have never thought of as a New Zealand, but they are both New Zealand born. But that being said, you can also find me on Sunday. We're doing Rankin. We're doing Matt Damon movies. So I'm probably going to watch Spurts. But yeah, I'm probably going to watch Spurts. Someone. It is about 90 minutes, so it's easy breezy, as Austin would say. And yeah, you can find me all over the place over on Full Metal with doing trivia and all that kind of things.
Yeah, sounds good. And Richie, where can we find you?
Yeah, it's all around this place. I'm on Thursday. I'll be doing a Lights Out tournament match on JP3's channel.
Nice.
Wow, double book yourself on Thursday again.
Yeah.
I did. Fucking Jesus. Hang on. I did. We'll work that out. I did. We'll work it out.
It's fine because JV3 is also
There's still time.
JB3 also double booked himself, but we'll work it out.
Fun.
Yeah. Anyway, it'll be quick. But if we go at 10, it'll be fun. I don't know. We'll work it out. But anyway, yeah, we got me and Jay Burns. Just 1-on-1, so it should be fun. And then Lonely Marks at some point. I might pop in late, as it turns out. But Lonely Marks doing the Dream WrestleMania cards for next year. I think I've got a decent card coming, so we'll see what happens.
Mine'll be a complete crapshoot. I'll just be picking people off the roster and pairing them up. So, yes, I don't watch. I have no idea who should be matching up with who. That should be interesting. So, yeah.
You could just spin the wheel if you wanted to.
I might just spin the wheel like males and females and just make matches. We'll see.
Yeah.
And then, it's fun. Tournament fights, tier ranker. I got, I'm on the teams on coming up as well.
Yeah.
And tell them they're streaming. I mean, the one, I think the one we're going to upload was Dr. Alien, but it was originally blocked in France on copyright grounds, but then I went to click on it and I can't click on it, so I don't know what's happening. So I got to work on that. So to copy, what the issue is there, or what they're trying to block. I don't know. There is a lot of boobs in that movie, so maybe that's that. I mean, there is a lot of boobs in Thanksgiving, which we're talking about. There's literally boobs in the first 5 seconds, so that's gonna be great.
Yeah, I don't think that movie is as good bad as people think it is. I think it was just bad. But whatever you do, Richie, don't do a drinking game to it. It's a big mistake.
So watching that, I'll probably watch that after this because I haven't watched it yet and I got it recording it today. So at least look, I'll say this about 2 movies and bad movies. At least most of them are kind of short, which is good.
Oh, all of them are short. Yeah,
which is good. So that's good. So doing that, and then I've probably got other stuff coming up that I probably double booked myself for because I'm like that. But anyway, cool. Yeah. And then my dog be sleeping in the background going.
Yeah. No, he's having dog dreams.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah, he's having dreams. Yeah. Yep. Sounds good. Jacob, where can we find you?
Like Richie mentioned, Lonely Marks, Thursday, 10 Eastern. That seems to be our time. JB3 will be joining us. We are fantasy booking WrestleMania 40. That's going to be a lot of fun. Austin and I, at some point, will bring a podcast about movies back. Just things happen, life happens, but we will be back with an episode sometime.
Hey, if we have to, Jacob, if we want to crank an episode out, we can do another one of those wheel episodes like we did.
We could. Those
we can
are fun.
do that. Doesn't require any prep, and we can knock that out in an hour and a half. I've already got your next animated list, so if you crank out that horror list for me, we can just do it. We can do it this week. So
make a horror wheel tomorrow.
Exactly. Let's do that shit this weekend.
All right, this weekend, another blind ranking. Me and Austin.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. He's already got his next list ready to go. Cool. I made it like the day after our last episode.
Nice.
So I'm ready to go.
All right. That'll happen, and then catch me here. Tournament Fights Tier Ranker. I will be running the chart for the animated movies of the 2000s, which, as I was making it, this decade is going to be a lot tougher than I thought.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go through the list after the show and find my blind spots to watch. So, but Austin, where can we find you?
Mostly on here. I think I'm doing one of Hunter's trivias on Wednesday night against Brian Nussbaum. I don't know exactly how his trivia works. He asked us for like 8 strengths. It's really weird. I don't know. I'm just gonna play and see what happens.
The first round is I can tell you real quick. The first round is just general trivia, kind of like JPOs, but it's a speed round format. So you get 8 questions. The second, it's like you gave him a franchise, he'll give you 4 questions.
Right.
And then the final round he actually took from us, the trivia triathlon. It's he does like a synopsis round. Only he does a 2, 3, and 5, so they get progressively harder.
Right. Okay. Well, I'll just play and see what happens. I taped my Battleground title match last night, so I won't tell you guys what
Ooh.
happened. But my title match against Amaru, I think that'll be up in May. I'm taping Beyond the Neon Veil this week with cousin Ryan, talking about my Vegas trip with him.
Nice.
So that should be pretty good. And then everything else will be stuff on here. So there you go.
Yeah. I'm gonna take this hat off. This freaking string, I think, like, has been disintegrating since 1998 when A Bug's Life came out, and I swear it's made of like something really itchy, like asbestos or something freaking weird. So yeah, but
Didn't
and
they have a spider in the bag's life? It's probably made from spider web.
it could be, yeah, yeah, but trying to think of what we have going on this week. Well, I'll say you can find us on the socials at Movie Hero 2121 as always, and my personal Instagram, Jordan83616 on Instagram, and then you can find the poll in about 24 hours from now for this the movies that Jacob wanted to highlight from each year. I just didn't put that in the title, but and yeah, that will be over in the Shoutout Friends and Family group on Facebook. So you can find a lot about the channel over there. We got some Patreon stuff coming up fairly soon. We're doing trivia this Sunday, so we got the Seen and Heard trivia. So if anyone would like to play, it's just trivia that includes clips from movies and clips from movie scores and soundtracks. So it's a lot of fun. So Austin is our current defending champion, so we'll see if anyone can take him out or not. We'll see what happens. But and the last trivia episode, which was episode 4, I had to move it over to the Patreon altogether because it got blocked for like 3 different songs in there, so like it wasn't more some little clip or whatever. So if you go to patreon.com/movie hero, you can find it over there. We really appreciate it because all the money goes right back into this channel, and we want to make bigger and bigger content for you guys. So if you want to keep seeing new things, keep seeing like more improvements on the channel, then that's one big way you can help us. And also hitting the subscribe button. We're really working on getting more subscribers, so that definitely helps too. And if you already are a subscriber, just tell your friends, tell your family, tell your coworkers, tell everyone you know to subscribe because that helps out a lot. And then we'll be doing some podcast episodes on the Patreon. So we're going to be doing one where we show our top 10 favorite movie trailers, where we can play them on the episode. So that'll be fun. And we eventually getting around to some things like our favorite sketches from sketch comedy shows. We wanted to do a tournament of the best movie. The best TV theme songs, and where we can play it too. So so those will be coming up soon. And then when we finally finish our big animation tier ranker series, we're doing a draft of our favorite animated movies, so you can watch that. So and then just a little bit preview of what's coming up for tournament fights and then tier rankers. So we already mentioned the New Zealand actors tournament for Malcolm's birthday tomorrow, and then we got the best movie teams part 2, that's Friday, and then we also mentioned the best animated movies of the 2000s. So and our Keanu Reeves versus Nick Cage match, but it'll have Paul Preston, Adam Witt, and Kevin Smets on that one. So but a few other ones we have coming up. We have our best movies of 2013 ladder series, so that'll be soon. We have my mystery tier ranker. So for my birthday is also in April. It's on April 30th, and I'll be doing a mystery tier ranker that'll be in the same vein that Austin did his tournament. I'll just be doing it as a tier ranker to see how it plays out that way. So that'll be interesting. I'll be doing a little pre-show probably a couple days before to just kind of pick out what's going to be on the tier ranker. I'm just going to go to my flip chart. I'm going to hit the rank movies button. Whatever movies pop up randomly, that's what'll be on there. So, and I'm going to have 50. So we'll just go till we get 50 of them. But
All tier movies.
yeah, we never know. Like anything's possible. So yeah, I mean, it could go any way. So because I have seen a lot of bad movies. So, but
All right, we're looking to get one in the S tier tonight out of these 50 shitty movies. So
Yeah, the
our
50
top
shitty
one
ones, yeah.
from the episode, if you
Yeah.
want to vote on it in the poll, was this movie.
Yeah, because the movies that
that could go really awry.
yeah,
Stupidly.
well, will be just random movies out of any movies that I've seen. So it's not just movies that I love. It's just any
That's
movie.
what I mean.
So,
Yeah, it could be like,
Yeah.
well, you know, here's our top 10 from the episode. Well, we have one in the A tier, two in the B tier,
Yeah.
three in the C
Yeah.
tier.
So we might have to
That's
have
what
a
you
top
do.
10 of the F tier, maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know. But and then we also have our best movie teams championship that'll be soon. We have our best movies with punctuation in the title that's coming up, and then we have best movie duos part 2 that I had to push back because originally we were scheduled to do best movie duos tonight actually, but because of everyone's birthday I pushed it back to May, so that'll be in May. Then for Mother's Day we'll be doing best movie moms of all time, so we already did TV moms, so we'll be doing movie moms.
Go
And
with
then
Rocky Girl.
yeah. And then we have a friend of the show, Michael Wolfman Wyndham's top 64 coming up. So that's just a preview
Will it be
of
just,
what's
you know, the exact
coming
same
Yeah,
as the
same.
Neon versus A24 tournament?
up. Yeah, right. It'll be the same
It'll
thing.
just be a
And,
remix of
and
that.
Fight Club.
Yeah.
Maybe like a few Tarantino movies thrown in, a couple horror movies, but
Yeah.
basically, yeah.
I mean, we can probably not expect no superhero movies.
Yeah, probably not. But you never know. He might surprise us. I mean, anything's
Yeah,
possible.
it's
So-
Eternal show up.
Yeah. Yeah, but and speaking of Eternals, I actually thought that the new the trailer for the Marvels
Cringe.
no, I actually really
Yeah,
liked it. Like I thought that it was a lot of fun. Like I like the music. I like him using the Beastie Boys song, and I like Kamala Khan in there. Like I don't know. I think it looks fun.
Why do they have to use Beastie Boys in lots of movie trailers?
Yeah, they do that a lot. Yeah, but anyways, that'll do it for us tonight. So for Malcolm, happy birthday again. For Richie, for Jacob, happy birthday also. For Austin, for JPO, I've been Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we will see you next time.